Brinkerhoff takes it right at Jarman, and Nick says, not in my paint. Warner Smith for three. Yes, Aaron Smith hits the three.
Rich Rebel basketball is on.
After another 20-win season and a 10th consecutive appearance in the semifinals, the Rebels have their sights set on getting back to the championship game for what would be the third time in 4 years.
Reagan gets it back, fires underneath, pretty pass, Porter Weston with the finish.
Coach Ashley Brown leads the Rebels back onto the hardwood.
Clark with the offensive board, his put back, front of the rim, drops over the top and in.
And with two of last year's top scorers returning, the Rebels are ready to run.
3-2, Jordan Cook in the lane, one, floats it up and in at the buzzer, Jordan Cook.
MyLocalRadio.com presents Rich Rebel Basketball on KADQ FM 98.3, Rebel Radio, with live streaming video at MyLocalRadio.com.
Outside right wing, Cameron Calder from downtown, he hit.
Rich High School Hoops is brought to you by
the Wind River Hotel and Casino of Riverton, Wyoming, West Star Printing and Rocky Mountain Sign of Evanston, Cash Honda Yamaha in Logan, Auto Farm Castle Rock Chevrolet in Evanston, and by MyLocalRadio.com.
Rich works it around and finds Jarman inside. Perfect pass from Osler. Easy finish by Nick Jarman. Nick has 15 points. 12 rebounds, 5 blocks.
And now, Rebel Round Ball fans.
Left wing, Trineri for three. Yes, Case and Trineri from downtown.
Tie up the horses and turn up the volume as we head courtside to join the voice of the Rich Rebels, Ryan Steineckert.
Anderson, left wing, fakes the three, drives in, puts it up off the glass and in. Good afternoon and welcome to Rebel Pregame Show presented by Gary H. Tusher, CPA for all your accounting needs. Today, the Rebels are back at it. Day 2 of the season, game 2 of the season, a battle with the Grand County Red Devils. Tip-off is set for 2 p.m. In the meantime, we have your Gary H. Tusher CPA pregame show, including the scene set when we return on the Wildlife and MyLocalRadio.com.
Whether you own a business or run a household, understanding where your money goes can help you improve overall financial stability. It can also help you reduce stress and help you plan for the future. Certified public accountant Gary Tusher understands money, income, expense, taxes, investments, assets, depreciation, and more. Make sure when it comes to your financial security, you're working with the best. Gary Tusher, CPA, serves business customers and private individuals. Call Gary Tusher, CPA today.
When you need to hire a semi, Saby Trucking in Woodruff, Utah is the place to call. Scott and Diana Saby have been serving customers across the nation since 2007. It's important to know that your loads are being handled professionally by honest, reliable drivers. The team at Saby Trucking reminds you, safety first. Don't text and drive. For all your long haul and short haul needs, get it there safely and on time. Call today, Saby Trucking, 435-503-0454.
We're back on the Gary H. Tusher CPA pregame show and looking ahead at today's matchup in the scene set. Rebels come into the game at 1-0 after a dominant, maybe not dominant, but a real solid performance, a dominating win. They were up by 24 at one point against Providence Hall last night. Rebels beat the 3A Patriots 55-37. Nick Jarman, 20 points, 12 rebounds, 3 blocks unofficially. Jared Anderson, 13 points, 6 boards. Aaron Smith with 7 points and a couple of rebounds. And a lot of different guys pitched in. Case and Trineri had 4 points. Landon Hunting with a pair. Cameron Calder had a bucket or a couple of free throws. Porter Weston had a bucket and 5 points for Kenan Clark along with 5 rebounds. And it was real fun to watch these guys settle into their roles and embrace those roles. And hopefully that continues through the rest of the season. If that is the case, if they do that, there's going to be a very good Rich Rebel team, especially defensively. They looked really good defensively. Held Providence Hall to just 7 points in the first quarter, 15 points in the half, and 37 points in the game. Contrast that with last year when Providence Hall scored 81 on a Rebel team that narrowly missed making it back to the state championship game, lost in the semifinals against Valley. So Rich, a very strong performance yesterday and a 55-37 win to improve to 1-0 on the young season. Grand County comes in at 2-1, lost their season opener 68-54 against 3A Union. before beating 1A Green River 69-43. And then last night, they were down against Duchesne by about 10 points in the first quarter before rallying, battling back. They took the lead, I believe, in the second half, early in the third quarter, and didn't relinquish it. They beat Duchesne 73-55. And the biggest takeaway that I saw from Grand County is just the effort, how hard these guys play. They're a physical squad, and they give it everything they've got. Now, Grand has not won a state title in quite a while. 1972-73, they won the Class AA state championship. Since then, there was a long playoff drought. Scott Horton, the coach of the Grand Red Devils, told me today it had been about 20 years. And that was until last year. Grand has been getting better, and last year went to the state tournament after a 16-8 season. They went 7-3 in Region 15, finished as the number 3 seed, pulled off an upset in the first round, beating the number 2 team. Not sure who that was. I thought I had that, but can't find it. Anyway, they went 1-2 at the state tournament, lost out in consolation, but a win in the first round and a win at the tournament. It was a good year for the Grand Red Devils, who continue to improve and get better. They're 2-1 this season, and they bring back a handful of their top scorers, including Braden Schultz, Mason Ward, Alex Williams. And the interesting thing about this Grand team is it's not, and not to say that Nick Jarman is the whole Rebels team, but like yesterday, Jarman scored 20 points. And then we had a couple others at or near double figures. Grand does not have that guy, it doesn't look like. They've got a handful of guys, 5 or 6 guys averaging just under 10 points a game. So they're really balanced, and you can't just focus on 1 or 2 guys. You got to worry about a bunch of players on the team. Now, looking back at the last time these teams played, Rich and Grand, the Rebels won by 9. Coach Horton said they took it to us, and in part they did. The Rebels were on top by 17 at the end of 3 quarters. Rich played some younger players in the 4th. Grand made a run and got to within 16, a final of 60-51. But a lot of these guys for Grand are back. Mason Ward, who had 7 points, back. Josh Jones last year had 7. He's back. Alec Williams, the leading scorer from a year ago when Rich played Grand. He's a junior, or was a junior. He's a senior this year. Scored 13 against Rich a year ago. Braden Schultz scored 8 against the Rebels. He's back. Gone are Birdwell, Kenyon Birdwell, and Taylor Horton. But this is, again, just a team that plays really hard. They give it a real good effort, and they're intense. They don't back down. They're physical. They're strong. They've got some real quick guards, and this will be a tough challenge for the Rebels. Looking at the matchup between these two teams, Rich versus Grand, I could only find 2 times that these teams have met. It's been the last 2 years here at the Duchesne tournament, the Eagle Classic opening the season. Rebels won 60-51 last year, and 2 years ago, 66-42. Rich looking to improve to 2-0 on the season. Grand looking to pick up a 3rd win on this young season. It's Rich versus Grand. This has been your scene set. We're about 25 minutes away from the opening tip between the Rebels and the Red Devils. The Gary H. Tuscher CPA pregame show continues after the break. We'll have our standout student here on Rebel Radio. We'll talk with Risha Larson, senior at Rich High School, right after this on The Wildlife and mylocalradio.com.
When you're buying and selling real estate, you want to work with an agent that knows the area and understands property values. You want to work with an agent that listens to what you're looking for and knows how to find it for you. And it's important to know all of your options. That's why it's smart to work with the best. Gary McKee and the agents at Bear Lake Realty in Garden City, Utah, helping folks buy and sell real estate for over 25 years. When you work with Bear Lake Realty, you're working with the best. Visit bearlakerealty.com today.
Back on the pregame show, presented by Gary H. Tuscher, CPA for all your accounting needs. If you're looking for your accounting services come this tax season, give Gary Tuscher a call, 208-847-2601. That's 208-847-2601. Time for your standout student. And tip-off is set for 2 o'clock, so we're about 20 minutes away from that. We've got a chat with Risha Larson when we return on The Wildlife and mylocalradio.com.
Rolene Kennedy of Auto Farm Castle Rock Chevrolet in Evanston is your Rich County representative. The mother of 5 Rich High graduates and grandmother of 3 more graduates in the making, Rolene is here for you. She's a recipient of GM's highest salesman honor, the Mark of Excellence Award winner, meaning she provides you with the best customer service in the industry. The next time you're looking for a car or truck, think Rolene Kennedy at Auto Farm Castle Rock Chevrolet in Evanston, your Rich County representative. When it comes to hard things in life, don't say, why me? Just say, try me. Remember, it's the tough things that make us the strongest. The cattle ranchers at Laziest Ranching are proud supporters of the youth in our community. Sim, Joe Jean, Carol, and Millie Weston, along with Sim Jr. and Meggie, remind everyone to eat more beef and cheer on the Rich Rebels. That's right. Eat more beef and cheer on the Rich Rebels.
Back on the pregame show presented by Gary H. Tusher, CPA, for all your accounting needs. Today, the Rebels take on the Red Devils, not of Evanston, but of Grand County. They're out of Moab, a 3A squad, to take on Rich here in just a moment. First, it's time to visit with our standout student.
Ryan Steineckert with Risha Larson, senior at Rich High School. Risha, thanks for your time today.
Thanks.
How's your senior year going?
It's going really good. It's really fun, and it's pretty hard, but it's good.
Are you working on your associates?
Yes, I am.
Is that why it's pretty hard?
Yes.
Plus doing sports and the last year of high school, trying to be involved, all that kind of stuff?
Yep, just all cramming it in.
What's been some of your favorite memories so far?
I would say volleyball was one of the best things so far. That's pretty much it.
Feel like the volleyball season went well?
Yeah, it went pretty good.
Disappointing end?
Yes, I feel like we could have ended better, but I was still pretty happy with how it ended.
Risha, what classes are you taking as a senior?
I'm taking Art 1010 and Business 1210 and Communications class. We just finished an English 1010 class and a Math 1010 class, and now I'm starting a Math 1050, and I'm taking an online nursing class, and I'll be starting our CNA pretty soon also.
It sounds more like a freshman or sophomore year of college.
Yeah, that's pretty much how it feels like.
Are you working, you're working toward the associates. Do you know what their plans are for like a career or college degree, major, anything along those lines?
I thought I had an idea once upon a time, but now I just am trying to decide what I want to do. I'm not really sure at this point.
So do you plan to go to college after Rich?
I plan to go like maybe a semester, but then I'm planning on going on a mission.
Obviously, you can't do this, but if you could pick where to go, where would you go on your mission?
I would say like London. Yeah. Or Italy, somewhere away, out of country.
When you said London, it made me think of my wife likes the show Poldark. Are you a fan?
I don't think I've heard of that.
Why London or Italy or somewhere abroad?
Just some place I've always wanted to go, and I'd feel like it'd be a cool place.
Obviously, we know you talked about volleyball. Basketball season just got underway. How do you feel like the opening weekend went?
I feel like it went pretty good. We all did pretty well. It was a fun weekend.
There's a lot of seniors on the team. Has it been tough to figure out playing time and battle for position on the court?
Yeah, it's pretty hard, but we're all pretty good, and it's pretty fun to play together.
You do track and field in the spring?
I don't.
How about musical?
I don't do that either.
So what's in the spring? Just focus on classes and getting ready to graduate?
Yep, just have a relaxing end.
Risha, other than me, how often do people confuse you with your sister?
Quite a lot. A lot of people that don't know us, it's a lot of the time.
Good to hear I'm not alone.
Yep.
I apologize for. I should apologize to your sister it's to you, isn't it? I gave her some of your point.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Sorry about that.
That's okay.
What else do you like to do outside of school, outside of sports? Any hobbies you have at home?
I just like hanging out with my family. I enjoy playing the piano and hunting with my dad and just outdoors.
What kind of music do you like most to play on the piano? Anything in particular?
Nope. I usually play mostly hymns, but then if some song looks cool, I'll play it.
Do you have academic goals for yourself your senior year?
Trying to get all A's, but I don't know if that'll happen. Trying real hard to, though.
A lot of college-level classes makes it tougher.
Yes, a lot tougher.
Athletic goals as a senior?
Just trying my hardest and working as a team.
Good goals. Anything else we should touch on?
I think that's good.
Risha, tell me one more thing or a couple more things. What's it like having Dad in the principal's office at school every day?
It's really nice sometimes when you just need someone to talk to. You can get out of class and go talk to him. If you have an issue, just go right to him.
Does he keep any like secret drawers full of candy bars or snacks or anything?
After Halloween, he did. Yes, I definitely took advantage of that.
What's the best thing about being a Rich Rebel?
The student body and just being a part, rebel spirit.
Risha Larson, senior at Rich High School, thanks so much for your time. Congratulations on a great volleyball season, a nice opening weekend of basketball, and good luck with the rest of the basketball season and your senior year.
Thank you.
Thanks, Risha. You're tuned into the Gary H. Tusher CPA pregame show. When we return, we'll visit with the bench leaders of today's teams in the T7 Propane in Woodruff Coaches Show. Off after this on the Wildlife and MyLocalRadio.com.
The best family vacations create lifelong memories. Schedule a family whitewater rafting trip today. Packages include your hotel room, transportation, whitewater rafting, and lunch in a native teepee. The Wind River Canyon. The best family vacations create lifelong memories. Schedule a family whitewater rafting trip today. Packages include your hotel room, transportation, whitewater rafting, and lunch in a native teepee. The Wind River Canyon is located on the Wind River Indian Reservation in Riverton, Wyoming, and is home to the Northern Arapaho and Eastern Shoshone tribes. Come and enjoy the waves, the breathtaking views of the oldest canyons in Wyoming. Call today the Wind River Hotel and Casino, where families play, stay, win. 866-657-1604.
Coverage of Rich High School sports is also being made possible by Delmas Equipment. Repairing equipment for over 20 years, farming equipment assembly, and custom fabrication. The Thompson Ranch. Brian and Becky Thompson, promoting student learning and success in all areas. And Western Ag Credit, reliable credit for all things agriculture.
This is Rich Rebel head basketball coach Ashley Brown here on Rebel Radio, KADQ FM 98.3, and we're about 15 minutes away from the opening tip here on the Gary H. Tusher CPA pregame show.
Welcome to the Ashley Brown Coaches Show, brought to you by T7 Propane in Woodruff. For all your propane needs, call 435-793-4208. That's T7 Propane in Woodruff. The Rebels opened the season yesterday with a convincing win over the Providence Hall Patriots from the 3A classification. Doesn't get much easier today, maybe tougher, as the Rebels play another 3A opponent, the Grand County Red Devils, who are 2-1 on the season and beat Duchesne by 15 last night. No one sees the game the way the coaches do, so we'll take a few minutes to visit with opposing coach Scott Horton, and then we'll talk to Rebel head man Ashley Brown and get his thoughts on today's game. You're tuned in to Rich Rebel Basketball on Rebel Radio, KADQ FM 98.3, with live streaming video at MyLocalRadio.com.
Whether it's for your home, your ranch, your equipment, or your business, when you need propane, count on the best. T7 Propane in Woodruff. The professionals at T7 Propane place their focus on safety, quality product, and excellent prompt service, so you can rest easy and enjoy the affordability and efficiency of propane. Serving residential and business customers every day, T7 would love to serve you as well. For all your propane needs, call T7 Propane in Woodruff, 435-793-4208.
Ryan Steineckert with Scott Horton, head coach of the Grand County Red Devils. Coach, I appreciate your time.
No problem, man. Not a problem.
Coach, tell me about last year. You guys, I think, 16-8, made it into the playoffs and into the state tournament after that first round.
Yeah, that's the first time in about 20 years we made it that far, so we had a big turnaround.
Who'd you lose from that team that contributed?
We lost Kenyon Birdwell and Christian Wilson and Taylor Horton. We only had 3 seniors, so we were pretty small going in.
What does that look like then coming back this year? A lot of guys having to step up, or did a lot of the guys that you have playing varsity this year get good experience last year?
Yeah, our top 9 played a lot of varsity last year. So as far as gaining experience, they have a lot of varsity experience already.
What's been the difference? You mentioned that winning some playoff games last year for the first time in a long time. What's changed?
I think just the basketball culture itself in Moab. It's changed. It's getting bigger, and more kids are spending more time playing basketball. So I think that's the biggest difference.
So far this year, 2-1. You guys were down early last night against Duchesne, but you battled back and won pretty handily.
Yeah, it's nice to have depth. You can bring in scorers off the bench, and confidence. They got a lot of confidence. They ain't worried about getting down.
Looking at your stats so far this year, there's not one guy at 15 or 20 points, but you've got 4 or 5, maybe 6 guys close to 10 points a game.
Yeah, balanced scoring. We got kids that can score, so if one guy's off, we have other kids that can step up and play.
What other strengths does your team have this year?
We play really hard defense. We're a defensive-minded basketball team. We want to play defense first and let that turn into offense.
I noticed that last night, playing hard defense and hustling. I mean, there's a lot of hustle, hard play out there from your guys.
Yeah, we want to try to wear down the other team. We feel that we can run, and if we can run, we can wear down another team that ain't so deep, and that's what we try to do.
You've got some good size inside, and I've noticed some real quick guard play as well.
Yeah, our guards have been our strength for the last few years, our guards. But now we're starting to get a little height, and, even our guards are a little taller, so it's nice to have tall guards that can handle the ball.
How do things change for you moving up to 3A this year, Coach?
Well, our region kind of stays the same. We've played all those teams before, but just the overall perspective of bigger schools, they got more to choose from, and it'll be a test. It'll be a test.
Last couple of years, you've played Rich at this same tournament. You've got them again today. What do you expect out of the Rebels, and what do you need to do to beat them?
Last year and the year before, they took it to us. They're a good, solid team. Every year, they got good size. They're strong, and they can shoot. Man, it's a challenge. We got to play our best defense.
Do you feel like you have an edge physically, or with hustle, with how hard you play? What edge can you find and take advantage of?
I think our speed will help us, and just surrounding our players with shooters, I think that'll be to our benefit.
Coach, anything else we should touch on?
I think we're good, man. I think we're good. It'll be a fun game. They got good coaching staff. It's fun. It's a good game. I enjoy playing them.
Scott Horton, head coach of the Grand County Red Devils. Thanks for your time, Coach. Good luck today and throughout the rest of the year.
Thank you, man. Appreciate your time.
Thanks, Coach. We'll be back to talk with Ashley Brown in just a moment on the T7 Propane and Woodruff Coaches Show here on the Wildlife and MyLocalRadio.com.
Business cards are a powerful and inexpensive way to promote the goods and services you offer. You can design your own cards or have the professionals at Weststar Printing design your business cards. Now with same-day and next-day turnaround on all business card printing, you don't have to wait. Get your business cards today. Professional quality, inexpensive prices, and quick turnaround. Visit Weststar Printing, 243 7th Street in Evanston, across from the library. Weststar Printing, 307-789-5202.
Randolph is located near the geographic center of Rich County, Utah, on a high plateau with an average elevation of 6,300 feet. The first group of settlers, led by Randolph H. Stewart, camped on a knoll south of the present town site on March 14, 1870. Randolph is a town of extremes, from 90 degrees in the summer to minus 40 in the winter. The folks who live here are also extreme, extremely loyal, extremely friendly, and extremely supportive of our youth. Good luck to all the Rich Rebels this year from everyone at the town of Randolph.
We're back on the Gary H. Tusher CPA pregame show. Rebels and Red Devils are on the court warming up. It's Rich versus Grand in just a moment. We'll talk with Coach Ashley Brown on the T7 Propane and Woodruff Coaches Show when we return.
If you're looking for live local sports, local news, weather, live classifieds, and free photo downloads, search no more. MyLocalRadio.com has what you want. Watch your teams live or browse the tens of thousands of photographs of Wyoming, Utah, and Idaho high school events, from speech and drama competitions, rodeo, an array of different athletics, activities, community events, and so much more. Visit MyLocalRadio.com today and find what you're looking for. When you have dental care done, you let the dentist and the hygienists into your personal space. It's important that you and your family trust that your dentist will provide professional care in a comfortable atmosphere. Comprehensive Family Dental is a family-owned and operated business that understands how important this trust is. 2 locations make it convenient for you and your family when scheduling appointments. When it comes to your dental work, expect the best. Call Comprehensive Family Dental today at 435-793-2210.
Ryan Steineckert with Ashley Brown of the Rich Rebels. Coach, a season opening win over Providence Hall. I thought your boys looked great.
Yeah, going into the game, we wanted to do three things. We wanted to take care of the basketball, we wanted to play together, and we wanted to play hard. And, in all 3 aspects, I thought we did a very good job. I think we ended up with 15 turnovers, which for a first game is very good. And I thought the kids played well together, and they played hard. And so if they do those 3 things, it makes it a lot easier to win a basketball game.
You're going to expect 10 or 12 turnovers at least a game, and it seemed like there were only a handful of times the guys were really trying to force something in the pass that just wasn't there.
Yeah, and that's something we talked about before the game is, if it's not there, don't throw it. We've got good enough sets in that we can score out of our sets. And, and for the most part, the kids did a good job of taking care of the basketball. And, hopefully that continues today.
I was impressed by your patience, and we saw that especially at the beginning of the second half. I think it was a minute and a half before you even attempted a shot. You were just real patient to work the ball around and find that open look.
Yeah, we want to run our fast break when the opportunity's there, but if it's not there, we can be very patient, and like I say, we can play from the inside out or outside in either way, and and that makes us hard to defend, and if our kids will just realize that and take care of the basketball, we'll be very hard to beat.
A lot of these guys, we've been seeing Nick and Aaron play varsity the last couple of years, and so, but with the same class, all the seniors are kind of, is it tough for them to get back and get that chemistry back, gel back together? Or it looked like they pulled it back together pretty quick last night.
Yeah, they get to play together most of the time in practice, and that helps them. But, they've been playing together since 7th, 8th grade, and they do a good job. And, and then we add a few of our juniors that come in there and help us. And, and if we do that, and the kids will be happy with playing with each other, we should have a pretty good year.
Providence Hall's Boston Douglas was, I think, a guy that you may have been concerned about. He was one of their leading scorers last year. And he had 7 points early on, but then he didn't score much after that, if at all. What did you guys do differently after that first quarter against him?
In the first quarter, Cameron got in foul trouble, and so Jared came in. And what we did is we just tried to chase him off the three-point line and then have other guys sag and help a little bit on him. And, and they did a very good job. They started running him off that double pick on the baseline. And, and Jared and those guys would just trail him, and then our big guys would step and help if he curled. And, then we started switching some of those picks that they were trying to hit him on a fade on the three-point line. And so just different things like that. We knew that he could shoot the ball well, and we knew that we had to have a hand in his face, and they did a great job on him.
It's obviously early, one game under your belt, but I have a tendency right now, after seeing that game, to be real excited about the way you guys played and the upcoming season.
Oh yeah, we knew going in that that we had a chance to be very good, and and like you said, it's one game, and today we could come out and not play very well. That's basketball, but we're very excited. We think we have a great opportunity to do some things at the state tournament, and and that's what we're looking forward to.
Grand will be another tough opponent today. They're a 3A team. They'll play physical. I don't know if their basketball skill is real high, but they play hard. From watching them beat Duchesne yesterday is what I learned.
Yeah, they always play hard. They're going to give everything they got. They usually shoot the ball well from the perimeter. They just let them play, and it's kind of a motion offense where the kids have the choice to do pretty much what they want, and so it's harder to defend because it's not really structured. So we'll have to do a good job of defending the three-point line and keeping the ball in front of us, and we'll see what happens.
Most of the other teams in 1A, especially the teams that don't play football, consider Rich the physical team. Grand will match that physicality, maybe even set the tone physically.
Oh yeah, they've done very well in football the last few years, so the physicality is not going to affect them at all. They're going to be just as physical, if not more, than we are. So that's something that we have to match, and we can't back down, and we have to play hard.
Coach, anything else we should touch on?
I don't think.
Ashley Brown, good win yesterday. It really was that was a fun game to watch and see you guys play so well. Good luck today against Grand. Thanks for your time.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks so much, Coach. You're tuned in to the T7 Propane and Woodruff Coaches Show. T7 Propane and Woodruff, 435-793-4208. Coming up right after the break, we'll continue on with our pregame show. Starting lineups coming up in just a moment on the Wildlife and mylocalradio.com.
Hi there, Craig Dearden with Castle Rock Chevrolet right here in Evanston. Of course, it's about finding you that perfect vehicle, but at Castle Rock, it's about a lot more. It's using our experience to get you the best rate. We will get you the vehicle that you've always wanted. It's about knowing your vehicle is in the right hands. Throughout the buying experience here at Castle Rock Chevrolet, we're here for you. If you're ready to buy a new truck, come to Castle Rock. Auto Farm Castle Rock Chevrolet. We're a different kind of dealer.
Whether you own a business or run a household, understanding where your money goes can help you improve overall financial stability. It can also help you reduce stress and help you plan for the future. Certified public accountant Gary Tusher understands money, income, expense, taxes, investments, assets, depreciation, and more. Make sure when it comes to your financial security, you're working with the best. Gary Tusher, CPA, serves business customers and private individuals. Call Gary Tusher, CPA today.
Back on the pregame show, it's been presented by Gary H. Tusher, CPA, for all your accounting needs. When it comes tax time, give Gary H. Tusher a call, 2601. We're just about a minute and a half away from our Independent Software Solutions opening tip-off, so let's run through a couple of items real quick. The goods on the wood. Rebels are the designated visiting team, so they're in the road blues. Grand, the designated home squad, in the home whites. Fairly small crowd here this afternoon at Duchesne High School. Grand is 3A and about 3 hours away and on a drive from here to Moab, maybe more than that. It's a pretty good distance, so not a big crowd. We do have some Rebel fans across the way and a handful of, or a pretty good, a few of Grand County fans as well. Court looks great. We're here at Duchesne High School and just about to get underway. Real quickly, your keys of the game brought to you by Rich County. Rebels with a championship cause. Rebels have to win from the inside out, number one. Number two is, and that refers to defensively and offensively. If they can get things going inside, that'll open up the outside shot. And Rich has a lot of guys who can hit it from outside. Number two is defend the perimeter. The guards from Grand are quick. They'll drive right by the Rebels. If they get too close, they'll also pull up and shoot and hit if the Rebels give them too much distance, too much space. So the Rebels have to defend the perimeter well. Number three is something we talked about with Coach Ashley Brown, match the physicality. This is a Grand team that plays hard. They give a great effort, and they're going to be physical. We saw that against Duchesne yesterday, and Duchesne had a couple of guys foul out, get into big foul trouble, so Rich will have to match that physicality. That's your keys of the game brought to you by Rich County, Rebels with a championship cause. Quickly, your Town of Woodruff starting lineups brought to you by Mayor Bull Holman, council members Hugh Holman, Audrey Jessen, Raymond Franson, Millie Bradshaw, and clerk Lisa Bell. The Rebels today will start seniors all the way across the board. Cameron Calder, Aaron Smith, Jordan Cook, Nick Jarman, and Kennan Clark getting the nod today. As for Grand County, a few seniors and one junior. Mason Ward, Josh Jones, Alec Williams, the leading scorer on the team, Braden Schultz, Cameron Hoppenstead, and as you'll notice, 4 of those 5 starters average almost 10 points per game. They'll also bring off the bench another player, Tyson Horton, who averages just under 10 points per game. So this is a balanced team. Rebels can't just focus on 1-2 guys. They have to be worried about all 5 guys out on the floor. Those are your starting lineups brought to you by the Town of Woodruff. Good luck from the mayor and town council of the Town of Woodruff. Real quickly, before our Independent Software Solutions opening tip-off, a quick legal ID.
You're tuned in to Rich Rebel Sports on KADQ Evanston.
Jarman against Hoppenstead for the tip, and it's Independent Software Solutions opening tip-off won by the Rebels. Jordan Cook has it. I understand the video's a little bit choppy. I'll see what I can do on the internet here in a moment. Cameron Calder around the top, gives to Jarman. He'll take one dribble, look inside, goes back door, finds Aaron Smith, fakes the shot, tries to hand off to Jarman. It's knocked away. Calder comes up with it on the left wing, passes up top, a lazy lob. Alex Williams steals it, goes all the way to the hoop, misses the layup, and Jordan Cook with the rebound. Jordan Cook got back defensively. Rebels go inside. Jarman with a quick move, hesitates and then puts it up and in. And the Rebels are on top, 2-0 on the Stacy's Repair scoreboard. Quickly the other way, Grand. Alex Williams takes the 3 and misses. Rebound, Jarman tips to Cook, up a court, quickly to Smith for the fast break bucket. And Rich leads 4-0 on the Stacy's Repair scoreboard. Cook did not score last night against Providence Hall, but he did a lot of other things really well. Great decision making. Didn't have many turnovers, if any. Up top, fake shot, drive, up with the left hand, miss. Jarman contested. Cook lobs it way up ahead, looking for Calder. It's deflected away by Mason Ward, and Calder trying to get it back, steps on the baseline. A furious pace already. 6:47 left, first quarter on the Stacy's Repair scoreboard. Our first quarter action is brought to you by Pugstone Sporting Goods. Winter, summer, spring, or fall, Pugstone's has it all. Drive, a missed shot by Williams, but a foul against the Rebels. We'll put Williams on the free throw line. The foul. Let's see if we can find out who that was charged to. Nick Jarman with his first personal. Williams hits the free throw. Rebels will have a second free throw here in a moment. Misses that one. Jarman with the rebound. Up ahead to Jordan Cook, down on the left wing. To Smith up top, back to Cook. Rebels swing it around a bit. Smith out on the right wing. Calder inside to Jarman. Kicks it back across to Smith. Fakes the 3. Drives in. Floats it up and gets it. Aaron Smith with a nice floater in the lane. And Rich leads 6-1 on the Stacy's Repair scoreboard. Out on the left wing, Ward. These guards like to penetrate. They did a lot of that against Duchesne yesterday. Hoppenstead tries to go in, and reaching in and getting the arm. Aaron Smith with the foul. At least that's the hope. If it's on Jarman, who was fronting against Hoppenstead, it would be, it's Jarman's second personal. Rebels' second team foul. At the free throw line. No, it is Aaron Smith. I misread the official's hands. Cameron Hoppenstead hits the first. Another one coming. Up top, Mason Ward left open momentarily. Misses the three. Fight for the rebound, Hoppenstead. Nope, Jarman touched it last. It's out of bounds. Grand basketball. We'll see if that fixes the choppiness on the internet. Apologies on that. Internet here at Duchesne, the speed is excellent, but it up and down. It fluctuates quite a bit. Little drive by Josh Jones, an illegal screen up top from Cameron Hoppenstead to try to block a Rebel away from playing defense. 5:38 left in the Puckstone Sporting first quarter. Rebels on top, 6-2. Cook crosses the timeline. Rich in the road blues, attacking right to left. A pass, Calder just pulls it in, and then he just drives to the hoop, splits the defense all the way up and in. Cameron Calder, early candidate for the Rolene Kennedy at Auto Farm Castle Rock Chevrolet play of the game. Back the other way, Mason Ward does the same. Loops one high up over Jarman's outstretched fingertips, attempting the block. Smith bounces inside. He's got Clark. Back to Jarman at the free throw line. Kicks it out right corner. Calder for three. Over the top miss. Rebound, Alec Williams. Quickly up court, Williams all the way in, Euro step to get around Kinnan Clark, who was stood there looking for the charge. Williams goes around him, and it's 8-6. Rebel lead is down to 2 on the Stacy's Repair scoreboard here in the Puckstone Sporting first quarter. Smith, right corner to Cook, into Clark. Hooks her pass around, it's deflected away out of bounds. Calder, Clark, Jarman, Smith, and Cook on the floor. Cam goes up top to Aaron, back to Jordan, and then again to Smith. Looking right wing, Calder. Back up top to Aaron. 4.5 left to go in the first quarter. Rebels up 8-6. Calder. 2-3 zone defense for Grand as the Rebels work it around. Cook on the top, tries to drive. He's cut off, draws the contact, and this is badly on the shot, but we'll go to the free throw line. So Jordan Cook got his defender in the air and took advantage of that opportunity to put himself at the Bear Lake Realty free throw line. First Bear Lake Realty free throws for the Rebels in this contest. Rich yesterday against Providence Hall. Not great from the free throw line, 14 of 25. %56%. Cook steps up and hits both Bear Lake Realty free throws. Rebel lead is back to 4, 10-6. Alec Williams goes all the way. Jarman with the stuff. Blocks it against the backboard. Rebels the other way. Cook blocked. Rebound tipped around. Smith had it. It's stuffed. And on his shot attempt, Cook goes back in after the offensive board, and Jordan is fouled. Hoppenstead doesn't like it. He said, I was straight up, but he got him with the body. And Jordan Cook goes back to the free throw line. Rebels getting a lot of offensive rebounds, keeping plays alive, and second chance points. So Cook back at the Bear Lake Realty free throw line. Jordan's first. No. Back of the rim. Pops out. 10-6 with 4:04 left first quarter. Jarman takes a breather. Porter Weston checks into the game. Anderson also coming in. He's set to go in for Cook. So if Cook hits the free throw, then we'll see the sub. And meanwhile, platoon sub. 4 players for Grand County get set to check in at the scores table, including a couple of Parks brothers. They're twins, Kevin and Teddy. Kevin an inch taller than Teddy, both juniors into the game. They're quick guards. Cook with a second Bear Lake Realty free throw. Visit BearLakeRealty.com. Jordan can't get that to go. Weston ends up on the ground after the miss as he went to fight for the rebound. Park out on the left wing. Up top to Kevin Park. KP and TP. Teddy Park inside, goes back outside to Kevin for three. It's short. Rebound. Park pulls it down. Back up top. Again, Teddy for the three. No. Rebound tipped out, and Smith has it. He'll push up the left wing. Defense got back, so he slows it down. 10-6. Rich goes inside. Weston, strong move, and he puts it up. Boy, Weston showing some strength as that shot was contested all the way through the move and through the shot. Rebels in a 2-3 zone defense with Weston, the middleman, underneath. Smith and Calder up top. So force Grand to move it around a little bit more. Be more patient, look for something open. Looking high post, they fire it inside. Good help defense, kick it back out. Williams for three, no. Calder with the rebound in the corner. Rebels looking to push, pass up ahead is deflected, and Rich turns it over for a third time early on in this game. 2:56 left first quarter. Teddy Park for three, not good. It was too far off the back of the rim. Clark with the rebound. He fires it up court, and Park steps in front. That was Teddy Park who stepped in front. No, that was not Park. That was Nolan Ramirez who stepped in front, took the ball away, and Calder just didn't see him. Ran into him, knocked him down. It looked like a hard contact, especially because Ramirez was in the air. But to Calder's defense, he had his head turned to look for the ball, and Ramirez came in from the backside. Park at the high post, free throw line. Teddy kicks it outside. Three-point shot. Rims out. No good from Tyson Horton. And Clark with the rebound. Smith to Calder. Rebels going without Jarman, who's got 2 fouls. Weston inside. He's hammered and then wrapped up for a jump ball. Brought to you by Rich County 4-H, empowering young people with the skills to lead for a lifetime. And that's what I'm talking about from this Grand Red Devil team, is they don't give up on anything. They play hard. Here's Williams, top of the key to Park, back outside. Ramirez directing some traffic, fires underneath for Williams, and Anderson steps in front to deflect the pass away and out of bounds. Jarman back in. Kaysen Trineri checks in as well. So it's Jarman, Trineri, Weston, Anderson, and Smith on the floor. Nick, the middleman, on the 2-3 zone. Park looking to inbound. He goes in the corner. Kick it up top. Teddy looking inside. Finds Ramirez. Looking backdoor. Can't find anything. Kick it back outside. Williams for three, and he hits. Alec Williams with 6 points. And the Rebel lead is down to 3. 12-9 on the Stacy's Repair scoreboard. Anderson underneath. Gives it to Weston. Pretty pass. And Porter finishes. Anderson drew in the defense and then dished it off for the easy 2 from Porter. Weston has 4 in the ball game. Outside, Williams shoots another 3, misses left side. Jarman pulls down his 3rd rebound of the game to Anderson, ridden up court by Williams, crosses the timeline, kicks it out left corner. Smith for 3. Yes, Aaron Smith from downtown in the corner, and Coach Scott Horton wants a timeout as the Rebels lead 17-9. There's a Pro Physical Therapy three-pointer brought to you by physical therapist Dr. Dallas Clark. Rebels up by 8 with 1:40 left in the first on the Wildlife and mylocalradio.com.
It doesn't matter what season you visit Bear Lake. Make sure you always stop at Pugstone Sporting Goods. You'll find lots of great quality inventory at low prices, including guns and ammo. During the winter, you can rent cross-country skis, snowshoes, and buy your ski passes to Beaver Mountain. Pugstones is always the best place to get information about the area and purchase your hunting or fishing licenses. Everything you need with one stop at Pugstone Sporting Goods at the 4-way stop in Garden City.
Back in first quarter action, presented by Pugstone Sporting Goods. Winter, summer, spring, or fall, Pugstones has it all, including great information for all your outdoor recreation in the Bear Lake area. If you're not sure where to go to find something in particular, stop in at Pugstone Sporting Goods. They'll help you out. The 4-way stop in Garden City. Teddy Park with the drive, and Jarman with the swat. Get that thing out of here. Nick not feeling well. He had some refunding issues last night. Was apparently throwing up a few times and may have the flu. Playing sick either way. Ramirez with the shot. Fadeaway. Looking good. Got it to go. Gets the shooter's roll. And it's 17-11. Rebels up by 6. Trineri bounces right side to Smith. Aaron with the Pro Physical Therapy three-pointer moments ago. Kinnan looking inside. Rebels trying to isolate Jarman, but they just can't get the pass down to him. Good defense denying the pass. Anderson Smith back on the left side. It's Connor Guerrero really battling with Jarman to deny that pass. Anderson finds Jarman finally. Nick bounces once and goes up strong, and you can't stop him once he gets that positioning. And it's 19-11. Great patience from that Rebel offense just to keep working it around until they could get it inside to Nick. Ramirez on the right wing. Park, jab step, drives in, tries to go right through Trineri. Good defense. Kaysen saves the ball as it was going out of bounds. Park up with the right hand, misses, and Clark pulls down the rebound. His third of the contest. Aaron crosses the timeline, gives to Trineri. Kaysen goes up strong, can't get it to go. Clark tips the rebound up off the glass, and it's pulled down by Tyson Horton. He'll go the other way to Ramirez. Up top, Park fires right corner. Teddy Park for three, way over the top, an air ball. It's tipped by Ramirez, and Jarman comes down with it. Dangerous pass up top, given away. Rebels with 4 turnovers in the quarter. Ramirez right side, shot is an air ball, and Anderson comes away with it. Rebels need to take care of the ball a little bit better. Aaron Smith, a shot at the buzzer. He's knocked to the floor, no whistle. Boy, Park came in, got a piece of Aaron's legs and knocked him down, but at the end of one, the Rebels are on top 19-11 on the Wildlife and mylocalradio.com. This first quarter brought to you by Pugstone Sporting Goods.
Coverage of Rich High School sports is also being made possible by Delmas Equipment. Repairing equipment for over 20 years, farming equipment assembly, and custom fabrication. The Thompson Ranch. Brian and Becky Thompson, promoting student learning and success in all areas. And Western Ag Credit, reliable credit for all things agriculture.
The best family vacations create lifelong memories. The Wind River Hotel and Casino in Riverton, Wyoming has teamed up with the Riverton Golf and Country Club to bring you great golf getaway packages for the whole family. Come for a couple of days, golf, eat, relax, tour the Wind River Indian Reservation, and enjoy the Native American tribal dancers. Pet rooms are available so you can bring the whole family and stay. Call today the Wind River Hotel and Casino, where families play, stay, win. 866-657-1604.
Welcome back to Duchesne High School, the Eagle Classic. Rebels yesterday, a 55-37 win over Providence Hall. Grand yesterday, win over Duchesne, 73-55. Grand comes in averaging 65.5 points per game, allowing 55 points. Rebels outside, Anderson to Weston. Porter goes left wing to Cook. Cook, Anderson, Jarman, Weston, and Trineri on the floor. Kaysen way out high. Grand has switched to a man-to-man defense. Rebels recognize that and switch things up a bit. Pick and roll into Jarman. He goes up strong. Can't get the shot to fall, but Weston tips the rebound back out to Nick. Pass up top to Trineri. Cook lobs it inside for Jarman. Double team comes. He's jumped on top of. A little piggyback ride for a moment there from Teddy Park. And the Rebels will have it underneath. First foul of the game against Teddy Park. Inbound play brought to you by Mound Valley Cattle Company. Jordan Cook, left corner three, over the top. Jarman tips the rebound, but into the hands of the Red Devils. They'll go the other way. Ramirez misses the layup. Park goes high for the rebound. Then he's stuffed on the putback, gets it back and puts it up and in. Good hustle from Park to get that shot to go. 19-13. Cook, the top of the key, dribbles left, goes to Jarman. Long two is short. Rebound outside. Park has it. He'll push up court. Dribbles back the other way. He double dribbled and got away with it. Rebel bench exploded after that. They'll swing it around, get it up top to Park. Misses the three. That was Kevin Park with the missed three. Tipped outside. Ramirez drives, puts up the shot, and gets the roll. Nolan Ramirez with his second bucket of the day, and it's 19-15. Red Devils within 4. Rebels were up by 8 to start the quarter. Grand has gone on a 4-0 run. Their starters getting set to come back in, all 5 of them. Cook in the right corner. Lobs up top for Weston, who goes high and pulls it down with one hand. Trineri bounces left side. Anderson drives, gets a step, blocked. A lot of contact there, but no foul called. Kevin Park pushes up the middle, bounces right to Ramirez, back outside. Teddy Park for three, partially blocked into the hands of the Red Devils. It squirts free. Weston dives to the floor, picks it up, and the Rebels call for a timeout. One guy out there, Connor Guerrero, thought it was a travel. Not sure if he knows what travel is. 6:02 left to go in the second quarter as the Rebels lead 19-15. Jay Barotto, second quarter, back after this on the Wildlife and MyLocalRadio.com.
One of the greatest things about living in Randolph, Utah is the friendly folks that live and operate business there. This is especially true at J-Bar Auto on Main Street in Randolph. Serving customers for years, J-Bar Auto provides high-quality service at a fair price, including vehicles large and small, tractors, and other types of equipment. J-Bar Auto also sells quality tires.
We appreciate all of our customers. Call us anytime. We're happy to help.
J-Bar Auto, 90 Main Street in Randolph, Utah. Stop in today.
Great hustle from Weston. And a quick call for the timeout. Rebels with the basketball. Anderson will inbound, goes to Cook. Anderson, Cook, Jarman, Calder, and Weston on the floor. Jarman with just 4 points so far. He's only taken 2 or 3 shots as the defense has really been focused on keeping the ball out of his hands. Anderson down in the corner. Backs in a bit, then kicks it out to Cook. Jordan fires into the middle. Jarman, kick it back outside. Calder for three. Oh, just off the back of the iron. Long rebound and pushed forward. Josh Jones bounces across the lane. Good hesitation by Mason Ward, and he puts it in. And these Grand County Red Devils, boy, once that rebound comes out, they push. And that's been a big part of their comeback here. 19-17, Rebels with the lead. Ward hits Calder, knocks the ball away. Cameron gets it back, goes up top. Weston to Cook. Jordan. The zone defense didn't work real well for Grand. They've gone to a man-to-man. They've been much more effective with that. Anderson, the long three from the right wing. Long rebound, bounces out, and Schultz dribbles up court. Up to the right side, hesitates, goes to the hoop, misses, too strong. Alec Williams with the offensive board, fouled on the putback. He missed, but he'll go to the free throw line with a chance to tie the game up. Rebels have gone through a bit of a scoring drought. They got to 19 points in the first quarter, have yet to score in the second quarter. And 2 minutes have gone by and 2 seconds. Williams. First free throw. Back of the iron, no good. Williams just 1 of 3 from the free throw line. Rebels 2 of 4 from the Bear Lake Realty free throw line in the first quarter. Clark and Smith check into the game. So it's Clark, Cook, Calder, Weston, and Smith on the floor. Second free throw by Williams off the right side. Missed. But Schultz with the offensive board. Rebels have got to do a better job boxing out. Top of the key. Thought about the three, did Jones, but passed up on it. Instead, they kick it around, swing it around. Three-point shot is off. Clark with the rebound for Rich. I've got that as Kinnon's 4th rebound. 19-17, Rich nursing a 2-point lead. About midway through the second quarter, brought to you by J-Bar Auto. Top of the key, Calder with a drive around the left side. Gets away with a travel, but the defense got away with a big hit of contact. Clark fighting for the rebound. It's deflected away from him, out of bounds. And Calder will inbound from the baseline, a Mound Valley Cattle Company inbound play. Rebels not getting a lot of Bear Lake physical therapy points in the paint so far. Calder lobs it out high for Cook. Jordan dribbles to his right. Grand may have switched back to a 2-3 zone. Rebels Coach Brown calls for skip. Aaron, long pass, skipped left corner for Calder. They get it to Weston, bounce inside to Clark, and it's poked away out of bounds. Rebels again with a Mound Valley Cattle Company inbound play from the baseline. And Calder will trigger it in. Cameron from left of the hoop, looking in, now goes up court to Clark. Kinnon gets the ball away from the defense, starts a drive, but was cut off, kicks it back outside to Cook. Jordan dribbles right side, back to a man-to-man defense for the Grand County Red Devils. Rebels swing it around to Smith. Thought about the three, but Williams out on him, and Rich resets. Jordan dribbles right, a flop. Are you kidding me? That's an awful call. Mason Ward leans in, then flops back and draws the charge call. Wow. Oh, brother. That was a Manu Ginobili move, and it worked. 19-17. Alec Williams starts left, gives to Schultz. He'll drive, scoop it up and in. Mason Schultz, or Braden Schultz rather, with a nice move. His first bucket, and we are tied at 19. Cook quickly up court to Calder on the right wing. Bounces inside. Weston. Double team comes. He tries to dribble around it, and a foul is called. Easy call there. And Hoppenstead, again, arms out. I don't think he believes he ever fouls anybody. Picks up his second personal, 5th team foul. And Calder with another Mound Valley Cattle Company inbound play. Smith in the right corner. Bounces up top to Cook. Make it 3rd personal foul on Hoppenstead. Inside to Clark. He'll fade away from just inside the free throw line. Missed the shot. Going the other way. The shot is missed, and Clark with the rebound. Smith dribbles behind the back to get away from traffic. Up the right side to Calder in the corner. Back to Smith. Aaron for 3 from the right wing. No, rims out. Clark with the strong rebound. Goes back up with it off the glass and in. Kinnan Clark with a big couple of rebounds. Puts the Rebels back on top, 21-19. Alec Williams, the top of the key. Calder rather, guarding him. Right side to Jones, looking to bounce it in, nothing there. Tries to penetrate, kicks it back outside. Schultz guarded by Weston. Good defense, kick it outside. Ramirez drives, ball poked away from behind by Smith, out of bounds. Jared Anderson will check into the game. Cook gets a breather, so it's Anderson, Weston, Clark, Calder, and Smith on the floor for Rich, leading 21-19. They've scored just 2 points in the second quarter. 2:41 left here in the J-Bar Auto second quarter. Ramirez looking to inbound. Fires into Schultz, who fakes the shot, then kicks it outside. The three-pointer is off target. Clark skies high for the rebound. Kinnan with 7 rebounds as Horton missed that 3. A lot of pressure. Rebels break it, though. Anderson ahead to Smith. Calder tries to go inside, and it's poked away by Schultz. Up ahead to Ramirez. Clark fouls him on the block shot. Got him with the body as he swatted away, trying to block the shot, and Ramirez ties it and has a chance to put the Red Devils on top with a free throw coming. Red Devils, so far in the game, just 2 of 6 from the free throw line. But Ramirez hits, and Grand has their first lead of the ball game, has its first lead of the ball game, 22-21 on the Stacy's Repair scoreboard. 2:19 left in the second quarter. Smith, crossover dribble, hands off to Anderson. Jared finds a lane, drives in. He is hit hard, thrown to the ground, no whistle. My goodness, up court, Williams cut off by Calder. Cameron steals the ball and steps on the baseline. He didn't like the call, but the official saw clearly where his foot was. And the Rebels turn it over for a second time in the quarter. I may be off on that. Full line substitutions for the Red Devils. Rebels bring Jarman in. Jarman, Clark, Smith, Anderson, and Calder on the floor. Rebels trailing by 1, 22-21. Long pass across to Park. Teddy on the left wing, thinks about the 3. Instead tries to drive on Clark. Kinnan stays right in front of him. Big screen as they get it back outside. Teddy for the long 3, off target. Jarman skies for the rebound. His 7th of the day, but a bad pass gives it back to the Red Devils. They're not ready for that pressure on the outlet pass. And then a 3 from the corner is good by Nolan Ramirez, who's come alive. He had 2 points in the first quarter, has 8 in the second. 25-21. Rebels trail the Red Devils. Designated home team on that Stacy's Repair scoreboard. Calder left side to Clark, looking inside for Jarman. Defended well. Anderson finally gets it in there. Jarman double team, kicks it out to Smith in the corner, and a double dribble is the call. Rebels' 4th turnover. Rebels struggling against this intense defense from Grand. 1:21 left in the J-Bar Auto second quarter. Up to the right side. Horton gives to Park. Kevin, couple of dribbles. Passes up top. They swing it around to Teddy. Teddy back to KP. Kevin, 1 dribble, kick it back outside. Crossover, left side for Horton, or Ramirez rather. Then Park again into Ramirez. Left side, then right side. Park dribbles to his right, shoots. Jarman blocks it. Recovered by Park. It goes through his legs, and Smith comes up with it. He'll dribble up the left side. Crosses the timeline, fires ahead to Calder. Cameron looking inside, nothing there. Then they give to Jarman. 1 dribble. Ball knocked away from him off his leg and out of bounds. And I think, looking back at things right now, I think I've given Nolan Ramirez, a few of Josh Jones's points. Either way, Grand is on top 25-21 and holding for the last shot with under 30 seconds to go in the J-Bar Auto second quarter. To his right, Park drives in, loses it out of bounds, off the Rebels. Grand, I've got with just 4 turnovers in the game. I've got Rich with 8. 20.5 seconds left to go in this J-Bar Auto second. Inbound play, lob to the corner. Park fakes the 3, fakes it again, then gets by, goes up and shoots. It's blocked by Jarman. Ramirez comes up with it. He'll give to Park. Drives, kicks it back out to Schultz, steps to his left, then bounces inside for Park, goes up and under. Jarman blocks it again, and then it's tipped over to Smith. Aaron pushes up with 2-1 for Calder. Ball tipped, deflected, and time runs out. Grand County on top 25-21 on the Stacy's Repair scoreboard at the end of the J-Bar Auto second quarter. We'll take a quick break and be back with your halftime show after this on the Wildlife and MyLocalRadio.com.
Light up your world with a custom-built LED sign from Rocky Mountain Sign in Evanston. It's a proven fact that signage that lights up creates more attention. So light it up and then add text, images, and video, and your sign becomes even more powerful. Start sharing your advertising messages and information with your customers today. The team at Rocky Mountain Sign provides all types of quality signage that is custom-built and maintained. Call today for a free quote. Rocky Mountain Sign, 307-789-5202. Rocky Mountain Sign, serving customers in Wyoming, Utah, and Idaho.
When you have dental care done, you let the dentist and the hygienists into your personal space. It's important that you and your family trust that your dentist will provide professional care in a comfortable atmosphere. Comprehensive Family Dental is a family-owned and operated business that understands how important this trust is. 2 locations make it convenient for you and your family when scheduling appointments. When it comes to your dental work, expect the best. Call Comprehensive Family Dental today at 435-793-2210.
As the hospital closest to Bear Lake, professional medical care is always available at Bear Lake Memorial Hospital in Montpelier, Idaho. As a full-service hospital, Bear Lake Memorial offers an emergency room that's open 24/7. They treat patients of all ages. Other professional services include physicians' clinics, assisted living, home health services, counseling, dialysis, physical, occupational, and speech therapy, orthopedic care, and skilled nursing. Bear Lake Memorial Hospital in Montpelier, Idaho. Count on us to care.
Make this winter epic when you rent from Epic Recreation in Garden City, Utah. We rent cabins, snowmobiles, snowcat razors, snow tire bicycles, snowshoes, and more. Thank goodness winter is long, because at Bear Lake, we make it epic. Call us today and book your epic adventure at Bear Lake. Recreation and lodging packages available year-round. Call Epic Recreation today or book online at epicrecreation.net.
Whether you own a business or run a household, understanding where your money goes can help you improve overall financial stability. It can also help you reduce stress and help you plan for the future. Certified public accountant Gary Tusher understands money, income, expense, taxes, investments, assets, depreciation, and more. Make sure when it comes to your financial security, you're working with the best. Gary Tusher, CPA, serves business customers and private individuals. Call Gary Tusher, CPA today.
Welcome to the halftime show, brought to you by Comprehensive Family Dental. Dr. Sean Grohl providing quality family dentistry since 1998. The Rebels outscored the Red Devils 19-11 in the first quarter, but then Rich scored just 2 points in the second, and Grand County has a 25-21 lead over Rich at the half. Stay tuned. Your halftime show is coming up, including some first half highlights brought to you by the town of Randolph. When we return on the Wildlife and MyLocalRadio.com.
Randolph is located near the geographic center of Rich County, Utah, on a high plateau with an average elevation of 6,300 feet. The first group of settlers, led by Randolph H. Stewart, camped on a knoll south of the present town site on March 14, 1870. Randolph is a town of extremes, from 90 degrees in the summer to minus 40 in the winter. The folks who live here are also extreme, extremely loyal, extremely friendly, and extremely supportive of our youth. Good luck to all the Rich Rebels this year from everyone at the town of Randolph.
Hi there, Craig Dearden with Castle Rock Chevrolet right here in Evanston. Of course, it's about finding you that perfect vehicle, but at Castle Rock, it's about a lot more. It's using our experience to get you the best rate. we will get you the vehicle that you've always wanted. It's about knowing your vehicle is in the right hands. Throughout the buying experience here at Castle Rock Chevrolet, we're here for you. If you're ready to buy a new truck, come to Castle Rock. Auto Farm Castle Rock Chevrolet. We're a different kind of dealer.
Welcome back to the Comprehensive Family Dental halftime show. Rebels trail 25-21 at the half after 2 quarters of play. What a contrast from the first quarter to the second quarter. Rich with 19 points in the first, just 2 in the second. And that's the difference. Rebels trail. They did a good job defensively. Not bad in both quarters, allowed 11 and 14 in the first and second quarters respectively. But, boy, just 2 points in the second quarter, and that's not going to get the job done, even when you take an 8-point lead into the period. Rebels, some first-half highlights brought to you by the town of Randolph, home of the Rich Rebels. Good luck from the mayor, board members, and town clerk. Rebels started off hot, jumped out to a 8-2 lead. Grand County battled back, and Rich took a 19-11 lead into the second quarter. But as I mentioned, just 2 points in the second quarter for Rich. A single field goal from Kinnan Clark was all Rich had. They went to the free throw line 4 times in the first quarter, did not earn a trip to the free throw line in the second quarter. And so much of that was just Grand turning it up a notch defensively. Rich will have to turn it up a notch offensively and on defense as Grand, their entire play just got better in that second quarter. They were led by Alec Williams' 6 points. I've got Josh Jones and Nolan Ramirez with 5 points apiece. I'd confuse the two of them for a minute, so I may have those numbers incorrect. But Mason Ward had 4 points. Tyson Horton and Braden Schultz with 2 points apiece. Cameron Hoppenstead with a single free throw. For the Rebels, Aaron Smith had 7 points to lead the way. All those came in the first quarter. Jarman and Weston, 4 points each. And then Cook, Clark, and Calder with 2 points in the game. And again, Rich trailing by 4, 25-21 at the half. Brought to you by Comprehensive Family Dental. These first half highlights. Excuse me. Fighting a cough here. First half highlights have been brought to you by the town of Randolph, home of the Rich Rebels. Good luck from Mayor Lynn Weston, board members Sim Bell, Brian Wires, Bridget Pugmire, Melanie Lim, and clerk Lana Peart. We'll take a quick break and be back with more of the halftime show and so the second half when we return on the Wildlife and MyLocalRadio.com.
We sell fun. Come see and feel the fun when you shop at Cash Honda Yamaha in Cache Valley. You and your family will have fun year-round, in the water with personal watercraft, in nature driving your side-by-side or riding your four-wheeler, or in the mountains on your snow machine. It's always fun at Cache Honda Yamaha, no matter what the season is. Our showroom is full of inventory to choose from. Start having more fun today. Visit Cache Honda Yamaha between Logan and Smithfield on Highway 91. We sell fun.
No matter what you need to have printed, Westar Printing is the place you want to have it done. Calendars, letterhead, envelopes, brochures, books, posters, vinyl banners, business forms, announcements, wedding invitations, and business cards are just a few examples. You can also have your favorite family photos printed on canvas or placed into a personalized family photo calendar. You will want to do business with Westar Printing. Stop in today. Westar Printing, 243 7th Street in Evanston.
The best family vacations create lifelong memories. The Wind River Hotel and Casino in Riverton, Wyoming offers a family dinosaur dig and vacation package that includes digging for fossils at the Wyoming Dinosaur Center, sack lunches, tours of the museum, and lovely clean rooms for a comfortable night's stay. With 3 restaurants to choose from, you and your family will have fun, eat well, and rest easy. Schedule your family dinosaur dig at the Wind River Hotel and Casino in Riverton, Wyoming today. Call 866-657-1604.
When you have dental care done, you let the dentist and the hygienists into your personal space. It's important that you and your family trust that your dentist will provide professional care in a comfortable atmosphere. Comprehensive Family Dental is a family-owned and operated business that understands how important this trust is. 2 locations make it convenient for you and your family when scheduling appointments. When it comes to your dental work, expect the best. Call Comprehensive Family Dental today at 435-793-2210.
Welcome back to the Comprehensive Family Dental Halftime Show. Dr. Sean Grohl providing quality family dentistry since 1998 with 2 offices, one in Randolph, Utah, one in Hiram, Utah, for your convenience. The story of that first half, the Rebels had 19 points in the first quarter, 2 points in the second quarter, and I don't know if you can pinpoint one thing. It wasn't the excessive number of turnovers. They had 4 or 5 in the quarter. They didn't take a whole lot of shots. It was just shots weren't going down, and then Grand County took. They really push on the they push the tempo. Anytime a rebound goes down, 3 or 4 guys release, and Rich wasn't getting the offensive rebounds it needed in that second quarter to get second chance points, and instead the ball was going the other way for easy baskets. Grand, just like we thought, there's a balanced scoring attack. 4 guys with 6, 5, 5, and 4 points apiece. No guy really leading the way. Alec Williams has 6, but then Josh Jones and Nolan Ramirez with 5 apiece. Rebels just offensively a little bit out of sync in that second quarter. Our halftime highlights were brought to you by the town of Randolph. Third quarter brought to you by Epic Recreation. We'll keep an eye out for Bear Lake Physical Therapy points in the paint, Pro Physical Therapy 3-pointers, and of course, you need to watch for our Randolph Country Store adjustment of the game and the shot and play of the game, brought to you by Rolene Kennedy. Nick Jarman feeling under the weather today, or last night, not feeling well. Grand County has it to start the Epic Recreation third quarter. Rebels in the road blues, Grand in the home whites. Schultz. Hoppenstead goes into the lane, almost has it taken away. Gives to Williams. Alec dribbles around the bottom of the baseline underneath the basket and then kicks it back outside. Open 3 for Mason Ward is good. Rebels gave him just a little bit of space, and Ward hits the 3. 28-21. Rebels have been outscored 18-2 since the start of the second quarter. Smith skips it left side to Calder. Back up top. Schultz comes out trying to make a steal, and Aaron Smith, a nice use of his body to get in front of Schultz to the ball, coming to the basketball. And the foul for Schultz, his first personal. He's guarding out high on Smith. Aaron dribbles to his right, bounces to Cook. Around the top of the arc, couple of screens. Jordan looking inside, nothing there. Calder now gets it inside to Cook. Kinnan turns, misses the shot. Jarman tries to save it, but he's on the baseline. And Grand has the basketball. Williams attacking right to left if you're watching online at mylocalradio.com. Gets a little bit of space, then kicks it outside. 3 is off. Jarman pulls down the rebound. He goes to the floor as he was undercut just a bit, coming down. His 8th rebound of the game. I've got Nick with 4 points, 8 boards, 3 blocks. Calder gives to Clark. Kinnan turns to his right. Nothing there. Good defense by Ramirez. Kinnan's got him by a couple of inches. Jordan drives, ball knocked away from him, and it's saved by Hoppenstead. Rebels with a 9th, maybe 10th turnover of the game. Mason Ward, open 3 again, this time a little long. Rebound pulled down by Jones, and he's out of bounds. He stepped on the baseline as he pulled down that rebound. Just a little lack of awareness about exactly where he was. 6:20 left, third quarter. Rebels scored 19 in the first quarter. They've scored just 2 since then. Third quarter is brought to you by Epic Recreation. Smith to Cook at the top of the key. Jordan dribbles to his left. Looks for the pass, can't find it. Shoots off the glass, too strong. Williams with the rebound. Alec up ahead, left side. Hoppenstead sees a lane, tries to go. He goes a reverse, misses, and Cook with the rebound. Too short on that reverse layup. Cook crosses the timeline. Rebels attacking left to right. MyLocalRadio.com. Smith, hesitation, steps back, shoots the 3, misses, and it was just too strong off the back of the iron. Mason Ward the other way, gets away with a carry, goes all the way with the left hand and in. Boy, he's carrying that ball all the way up the court. They're going to let it go. 30-24. Grand on top. Coach Ashley Brown calls for a timeout. We'll take one, too, in the Epic Recreation third quarter with Rich down by 9 on the Wildlife and MyLocalRadio.com.
Make this winter epic when you rent from Epic Recreation in Garden City, Utah. We rent cabins, snowmobiles, snowcat razors, snow tire bicycles, snowshoes, and more. Thank goodness winter is long, because at Bear Lake, we make it epic. Call us today and book your epic adventure at Bear Lake. Recreation and lodging packages available year-round. Call Epic Recreation today or book online at epicrecreation.net.
The Rich led at the end of the first, 19-11. They've been outscored 19-2 since that point. Rich with, I guess they got 30-21. And tough sledding for the Rebels against this very intense Grand defense. And Rich will come out with Calder, Cook, Smith, Clark, and Jarman on the floor. Spread things out with Jarman down in the deep right corner, Clark down in the deep left corner. Inbound to Cook, over to Calder on the right wing. Grand in a man-to-man. Rebels go to Aaron Smith, and they get the play they want and the bucket. Calder with the assist to Smith, who has 9 points. Hoppenstead goes at Jarman, and he's blocked. Gets his ball back off the glass, kicks it outside. Williams for three. Yes, nothing but net. Alec Williams has 9. A quick answer for Grand. That last play, a candidate for the Rolene Kennedy at Auto Farm Castle Rock Chevrolet play of the game. Calder to Smith for the layup. Aaron, left wing, looking inside, nothing there. Clark, the top of the key, right side to Cook. Up top, Aaron fakes the three, now drives, kicks it right corner. Calder, one more pass to Cook at the top. Jordan, pressured, kicks it back to Calder on the right wing. Cameron looking inside, a lot of cutters, nothing there. Jarman up top, good patience. Cuts inside, Cook, hounded by Ward. Goes to Clark in the left corner. Kinnan skips it across to Jarman, right corner. Smith. Rebels continue to work it around, showing good patience. Clark at the top of the key to Cook, who looks inside for Clark and throws it away. Rebels with the third turnover of the quarter. Jones, Williams up top. Schultz steps into a three and misses. Jarman with the rebound. It's stripped away from him and off of Jarman, out of bounds. I thought I heard a slap. Maybe that was something else. 33-23. Rebels down by double digits. 4:55 left in the Epic Recreation third quarter. Make your vacation an epic one to remember. Cook replaced by Anderson. Pass fired into Schultz on the left wing. Guarded by Clark. Under 5 to go in the third quarter. Mason Ward on the right wing. Dribbles to his left. Backdoor bounce pass. Shot up and missed by Jones, but he's fouled. He went to the floor. And the foul, if it's on Jarman, would be his third. But I believe they give it to Jared Anderson. And Josh Jones is shooting 2. First one, front of the rim, rolls around. Loud brick and off. Jones will have another. I had Jones 1 for 1 from the free throw line in the first half. Second free throw also short, and Clark pulls down the rebound for Rich. Rebels trail by 10. Smith, right wing. Anderson lobs it in for Jarman. Double team comes. He works through it, goes up with the right hand and gets it to go. Nick had 4 points in the first quarter, hadn't scored until that basket. Schultz the other way travels. Rebels got good defense inside, and Schultz with just the 6th turnover of the game for Grand County by my tally. 4.5 left, third quarter. Excuse me. Rebels down by 8, 4-21. The Epic Recreation third. Aaron dribbles to his left. Good help defense by Schultz. Was asking for an offensive push. Doesn't get it. Anderson goes in strong, and he does draw the foul. A lot of contact on him, and Grand's, I think it was Mason Ward, was saying, no, that's an offensive foul. Instead, Ward picks up his first personal, and Jared Anderson is at the line, shooting 2. Anderson's first at the Bear Lake Realty free throw line is good. Jared had 13 points, 6 rebounds yesterday against Providence Hall. I've got that as his first point in this ball game. One more Bear Lake Realty free throw coming for Anderson. And he hits. Jared with 2 points. Rebels within 6, 33-27. Rebels back up into a 2-3 zone defense. Weston in there in the middle. Alec Williams just about loses it, but gets it back to Jones. Rebels pressuring. Williams, a pass way up high. Williams tips it out of bounds. So the pressure defense, Rebels intensify things, and it works for a turnover. Smith, we'll see if that intensity on offense translates into something on, or intensity on defense translate into some more offensive production. Anderson looking backdoor. He had Calder wide open for a second, but no passing lane. Smith in the left corner, fakes a pass, now steps back to his left, shoots the three in front of the rim, over the top. Hoppenstead with the board. Williams crosses the timeline. Rebels come way out to meet him. Schultz back to Williams. He stands there waiting for the Rebels to come, fires a pass long into the right corner, and Jones mishandles it, loses it out of bounds. So without question, this extra pressure from the Rebel defense is causing Grand some issues. They'll bring in a full line change. Park, Horton, son of Coach Scott Horton, and Ramirez into the game. Schultz stays in. Trineri crosses the timeline, right-handed dribble, bounces to Anderson on the right wing, guarded by Park. Right side to Calder near the corner. Looking for Aaron down inside. He kicks it back outside. Calder wanted the three, but defense was there. He goes up. Ball is partially blocked. They call it travel. He dribbled in and got stuck as he tried to rip the ball past the defense and put it up and in. Ramirez. Rebels running some full court pressure. They get it up to Schultz across the key. Ball tipped. Aaron Smith comes up with it. A fifth turnover of the quarter for Grand. Now the Rebels need to translate. Find some offense. Trineri dribbles to his right, kicks it back up top. Aaron to Anderson. Jarrett. Cameron Calder drives in. A lot of contact. He is hammered. And this time draws the foul, the whistle. And Calder will go to the free throw line. No free throw line. Just a whistle and a foul. Foul charge to Teddy Park, his second personal. Anderson of Mound Valley Cattle Company inbound play. Calder for three, right corner. Oh, it rimmed out. Halfway down, popped out, rebound, and Rebels pressure. Park, it's knocked away, but he gets it back. Pass to Schultz up ahead, a fired pass, and Anderson deflects it away out of bounds. The Rebel defense has done its job here in the third quarter, especially the last couple of minutes. 2:37 left in the Epic Recreation third. Right corner, Park goes back up to Schultz. Schultz, with a funny pass, gets it back to Park. He'll dribble once, go off the glass, and miss. Calder comes down with a big rebound. Up ahead to Trineri. Kaysen dribbles to his left, pressure, and gets it up to Anderson. Jared fakes the shot, drives in, goes strong, stuffed. A lot of contact, no whistle. Park fires a long pass up ahead. Ramirez loses it off his foot, out of bounds. Rebel basketball. Grand fans wanted that to be off the foot of the Rebels, but the officials and I saw it another way. 2:13 left in the third quarter. Brought to you by Epic Recreation. Rolling Kennedy at Auto Farm Castle Rock Chevrolet play of the game came near the beginning of this third quarter. Trineri dribbles around to the free throw line, bounces to Anderson. He'll hand off to Smith. Aaron thought about the shot. Instead, the weave to Trineri, bounces inside for Weston, who tries to go up strong, and all kinds of contact, and a jump ball is called. Boy, lots of body contact there, but the whistle is for a Rich County 4-H jump ball, empowering young people with the skills to lead for a lifetime. And it's Rebel basketball with the possession arrow. Anderson into Smith. Quick three, release from the right wing. No, Weston with the offensive board. He'll kick it back to Smith. Thought about the three, but passed it up. Instead, takes a couple of dribbles. Rebels call the offense and reset. Trineri lobs it inside for Anderson. Kicks it back outside. Cook gets some penetration. He is hit hard from behind and from the front. Take your pick. Is it on Schultz or on Horton for the foul? And Cook is at the Bear Lake Realty free throw line. If it's Horton, I believe that's his first, and yes, that's who it is. So Cook, 2 for 4 so far in this ball game at the Bear Lake Realty free throw line. 2 for 5 as he misses the front end and has one more coming. Rebels have struggled offensively. After that 19-point first quarter, they scored just 2 in the second, just 6 so far here in the third. Cook's second free throw rattles home. 33-28. Jordan has 3 points 4 rebounds in the ball game. Schultz at the top of the key makes a move, loses the dribble, and Rich comes up with it. Cook pushing, but there's a lot of defense. He makes his way through, misses on the layup. Trineri tips the rebound out to Weston. Left wing to Cook. Jordan, 1 dribble, picks it up and gives back to Anderson. We'll give Trineri the offensive rebound on that play. Kaysen, crossover, kicks it out to Anderson. Jared, cut off at the baseline, left corner. Drills back around to the free throw line. Up top to Aaron. Thought about the 3. Instead gives to Cook. Right side. Three-pointer is way short. Tipped out. Aaron thought about the long 3, but passed it up. Goes to Weston inside. He'll go up with the left hand and in. Porter Weston. A much-needed Rebel field goal. Porter with 6 points in the game. Quickly the other way. Ramirez cut off. He'll fire a long quarterback pass across court. Horton kicks it back to Ramirez, who just avoids a travel as he puts the ball on the ground, on the floor with a dribble. 33-30. Rebels down by 3. Long 3. Teddy Park is short. An air ball. Anderson tips it, but Horton comes up with it, bounces it back to the outside, and it goes through everybody. Ramirez chases it down. Under 30 to go in the Epic Recreation third quarter. Grand showing some patience. Park gives the high post. Weston reaches in. Porter will pick up a second personal foul. Just the Rebel 4th, maybe 5th team foul. Grand with 1 foul in this second half. Or with, I'm looking at the wrong side. Rebels' second team foul. Grand with 4 fouls. Williams on the left wing. Rebels in a man-to-man defense. Ramirez with it up top. Fakes a little pass. Nope, Rebels are in a 2-3 zone. Smith out on Williams. He'll fire inside to Williams, or to Park. Back outside. That was Teddy to Kevin, and Kevin airballs the 3-point shot attempt. It's out of bounds. Rebel basketball with a Mountain Valley Cattle Company inbound play and 4.4 seconds left to try and make something happen. Trineri to Cook. They don't realize how much time is left. Aaron hesitates, hangs in the air, almost gets it. It was right on target, but Williams defended well. 33-30 at the end of 3. This third quarter has been brought to you by Epic Recreation. Make your vacation an epic one to remember. Visit epicrecreation.net or find us on Facebook.
If you're looking for live local sports, local news, weather, live classifieds, and free photo downloads, search no more. MyLocalRadio.com has what you want. Watch your teams live or browse the tens of thousands of photographs of Wyoming, Utah, and Idaho high school events, from speech and drama competitions, rodeo, an array of different athletics, activities, community events, and so much more. Visit MyLocalRadio.com today and find what you're looking for.
Hi there. Craig Dearden with Castle Rock Chevrolet right here in Evanston. Of course, it's about finding you that perfect vehicle, but at Castle Rock, it's about a lot more. It's using our experience to get you the best rate. We will get you the vehicle that you've always wanted. It's about knowing your vehicle is in the right hands. Throughout the buying experience here at Castle Rock Chevrolet, we're here for you. If you're ready to buy a new truck, come to Castle Rock. Auto Farm Castle Rock Chevrolet. We're a different kind of dealer.
Back for fourth quarter action brought to you by Bear Lake Memorial Hospital. Count on us to care in Montpelier, Idaho. Brand with it. Rebels have Trineri, Calder, Jarman, Anderson, and Cook on the floor. 2-3 zone defense. Grand works it around, get it inside. Shot. Jarman blocks it. Hoppenstead with the board. His putback is off. He wanted a foul, but it was not touched. Rebels kick it up to Anderson. Back to Calder. Cook at the top of the key. Thought about the 3, but passed it up. Rebels swing it around. Jarman, right side, goes underneath. Cook is fouled on the shot attempt. Park can't believe it. Doesn't agree with the call, but boy, if that's not a foul, I don't know what is. So Jordan Cook goes back to the free throw line. Jordan's 3 points in the game have all come from the Bear Lake Realty free throw line. First is up and good. One more Bear Lake Realty free throw coming. Cook's second also good. And Jordan has 5 points in the game. Rebels within 1, 33-32 on the Stacy's Repair scoreboard. Let me get that back up there for you if you're watching online at mylocalradio.com. Williams, high post Hoppenstead, left side Mason Ward. Hoppenstead back at the top of the key, drives, and he is fouled on his way to the hoop. Jarman was right with him, had a hand on his back, his offhand, And Jordan Cook helped on the defense as well. Cook gets called for the foul. Jordan's second. Hoppenstedt at the free throw line. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. Misses front of the rim. Big loud clank. And it's short. Rebels with 19 points in the first quarter. They scored just 2 in the second. Woke up a little in the third with 9 points. Trailed by 1, 33-32. Hoppenstedt hits the second, and it's a 2-point grand lead, 34-32. Both defenses have been tough here in this second half, especially. Trineri picks up the dribble, looking for something, finds Anderson on the right wing. Jarman really battling with Hoppenstedt. They get it down there, double team comes, quick pass over to Cook. Ball knocked away, Cook puts up the shot, misses, rebound tipped around, Williams comes up with it. Both Cook and Anderson reach in to try and knock it away. And I believe it'll be Jordan with the personal foul. I'll take a quick moment here as they line things up for station identification.
You're tuned in to Rich Rebel Sports on KADQ Evanston.
The foul charged to Jordan Cook, and that's his third personal. Park on the left wing. Across the top, Jones hesitates, tries to drive in. He's cut off, kicks it back outside. 3-point shot by Mason Ward is in. He has 12 points, 2 threes in the ball game. 37-32. Rebels go the other way. Cameron Calder with a strong move. The basket was hit. It was shaking as Calder made the layup. Cameron with 4 points in the game. Jarman reaches in, tries to take it away from Hoppenstedt, and Cameron gets it back, kicks it off to Park for the missed 3. Short. Calder fires it across to Cook. Jordan pushing up the middle, fires right corner. Smith wanted the 3, but he wasn't open. Defense got out there in a hurry. Rebels swing it around, bounce it inside. Great pass from Anderson to Jarman for the 2. And Rich is within 1 again, 37-36. Rebels pressuring out high. Williams goes to Hoppenstedt at the high post. He'll push off, dribble once and kick it back, then gets it back. Tries to drive, goes up strong and hits. Good move. Jarman didn't want to pick up a third personal foul, so he just played a little hesitant. And Hoppenstedt with the basket, 39-36. Grand pushes that lead back out to 3. Anderson, top of the key. Calder left wing to Cook. A little down toward the corner. Jarman receives the pass, turns and shoots, misses. Anderson tips the rebound to Jarman, who goes up. Coach Brown called for the foul, didn't get it. But the rebound by Anderson over to Jarman results in a basket. Anderson with the offensive board, and Rich is back within 1, 39-38 on the Stacey's Repair scoreboard. Fourth quarter brought to you by Bear Lake Memorial Hospital. Williams drives, dishes off to Hoppenstedt. Kick it back to the corner. Mason Ward for 3, too strong, and Jarman skies for the rebound, his 10th of the game. Pass by Rich is deflected. Williams comes up with the loose ball. I've got Rich with 15 turnovers. Now Rich with the takeaway. Cook up ahead, 2-on-1, and he passes across to Calder, who's fouled on the shot. No whistle, and then a foul on the rebound as Jordan Cook brought Mason Ward to the floor. Cook will pick up a 4th personal. And may need to take a breather here. Clark and Trineri will check in. Jarman, you can see the effects of his flu and difficult night as he looks exhausted heading off the floor. Still 10 rebounds, 10 points, a double-double. Second double-double in 2 games this season. Rebels down by 1, 39-38. Alec Williams slowly dribbles across the timeline. Lobs it for Hoppenstedt. Left side, Mason Williams drives in, gets bailed out, and hits it. Are you kidding me? Wow, what a shot by Mason Ward. A chance for the 3-point play. Ward, this is his first trip to the free throw line in the game. Looking to put his team up by 4. Free throw is no. Off the right side, Clark pulls down his 9th rebound. Rich down by 3, 41-38 on the Stacey's Repair scoreboard. Coach Brown takes a timeout, and we'll take one as well. In the Bear Lake Memorial Hospital fourth quarter, midway through, the Rebels down by 3 to the 3A Grand County Red Devils.
This is Rich Rebel Senior Porter Weston, and you're tuned in to Rich High Hoops on Rebel Radio, KADQ FM 98.3, with live streaming video at mylocalradio.com.
As the hospital closest to Bear Lake, professional medical care is always available at Bear Lake Memorial Hospital in Montpelier, Idaho. As a full-service hospital, Bear Lake Memorial offers an emergency room that's open 24/7. They treat patients of all ages. Other professional services include physicians' clinics, assisted living, home health services, counseling, dialysis, physical, occupational, and speech therapy, orthopedic care, and skilled nursing. Bear Lake Memorial Hospital in Montpelier, Idaho. Count on us to care.
41-38 on the Stacy's Repair scoreboard. Rebels had a 19-11 lead after the first quarter, but managed just 2 points in all of the second quarter and trail by 3 midway through the fourth. Trineri finds a lane, kicks it back outside. Aaron Smith for 3. Nothing but the bottom of the net. The official will say it's a 2, and Rich still trails by 1. 41-40. Aaron with 11 points in the ball game. Underneath to Hoppenstead. Strong move, misses the shot, and Clark tips the rebound over to Anderson. He is mugged. The ball knocked away as Mason Ward took the ball away and hit it out of bounds. So Rebels maintain possession and trail by 1 with just under 4 minutes to go. Anderson crosses the timeline. Park comes up, then backs off a bit. Aaron Smith across the top of the key, and a screen. An illegal screen is called against Anderson. Not sure. I missed something if that's an illegal screen. 3:45 left to go. Grand with the basketball. Leading by 1, 41-40. Rebels pick up Williams up high. Schultz right side. Mason Ward goes in strong, and a charge! Great job by Kinnan Clark to draw the charge. He saw Ward, anticipated it from a while away, and now a technical foul. Ward must have had some words for the official, and Ward will pick up his 3rd and 4th personal fouls. That'll give Rich the opportunity to take the lead and have the basketball. So Rich will get a couple of free throws. Mason Ward, I may have missed a foul. Boy, a lot of horns there as the scores table trying to get the attention of the officials. Aaron Smith at the Bear Lake Realty free throw line, shooting 2. Calmly, confidently steps up and hits the first. Aaron, about an 80% free throw shooter, maybe 85% last year, misses the second, so we're tied at 41. Rich with the basketball, 3:35 left to go. Looking for some substitutions. Ward checks out of the ballgame. I don't see on the score, oh, now they put up that he has 3 fouls, but he had 2. The charge and then the technical should put him at 4. There it is on the scores table, or on the scoreboard. Inbound to Smith. Jarman, Clark, Anderson, and Calder also on the floor. Calder left wing to Clark. Fires underneath, too strong for Jarman. He saves it, but into Ramirez. Rebels with a 3rd turnover. Aaron guarding Ramirez. He does a roll as he's bumped, and he will shoot 1 and 1. Nolan Ramirez, I've got him at 1 of 3 from the free throw line in the ball game. Has a chance to put his team back on top with a 1 and 1 opportunity. Aaron Smith's 2nd personal foul. Rebels need to box out here. Ramirez hits the first. That one rattles home. Puts Grand back on top. 42-41 on the Stacy's Repair scoreboard with 3:22 left to go. Nolan with 6 points in the game. Misses the 2nd free throw. Too strong. Calder tracks down the board. His 3rd or 4th of the game. Aaron, right corner. Cameron back up top. Aaron fires inside. Clark, 1 dribble, and he is hacked. Easy call. Horton got in there for the foul, and Rich goes to the line. Kinnan Clark will shoot 2. Kinnan, last year in varsity action, 5 of 7. The Bear Lake Realty free throw line. Rebels haven't had a lot of pro physical therapy 3s in the game. Been pretty good Bear Lake physical therapy points in the paint. Clark gets this one to roll around and down through. I've got Clark with 10 rebounds, 3 points, including that Bear Lake Realty free throw. 1 more free throw would give the Rebels a lead. One they haven't had. A lead which they hadn't had since they led 21-19 in the second quarter. Clark hits them both, and Rich is on top, 43-42. Those may be your shots of the game. Brought to you by Rolene Kennedy at Auto Farm Castle Rock Chevrolet. Williams, Rebels pressuring out high, long pass underneath. Park fires back outside to Ramirez. Williams, Schultz, back to Ramirez. Schultz again, quick passing. They go down in the corner. Jones to Schultz. Rebels go for the steal. Schultz goes to the hoop and finishes. Grand County back on top, 44-43. Cook to Smith. Aaron, man, he's just ridden all the way. Ramirez says, yeah, that's going the other way. No, what? He can't believe it. That's an easy call, my friend. Puts Aaron Smith at the line to shoot 1-1. Aaron, 1 of 2 on a trip to the Bear Lake Realty free throw line moments ago after a technical foul. Smith misses off the back of the iron. And rebound to Williams. So Rich still trails. 44-43. Williams goes all the way in, then kicks it into the corner. Ramirez goes back outside. Jones, Horton, Schultz. Ramirez long pass. Long three off target, too strong. Calder with the rebound, and he's fouled from behind. And Cameron Calder will go to the Bear Lake Realty free throw line. And he'll shoot 2. We're in the double bonus. The foul charge to Braden Schultz, I believe. May have been Alec Williams, actually. So Calder misses left side. Rebels struggling from the free throw line. 5 of 9 in the quarter. 10 of 17 in the ball game. Calder's second is good. Cameron with 5 points, and the Rebels are tied with Grand County. Scott Horton, coach of the Red Devils, takes a timeout with 2:15 left to go. We'll take a quick one as well in the Bear Lake Memorial Hospital. Fourth, we're tied at 44 on the Wildlife and mylocalradio.com.
One of the greatest things.
When it comes to parts and service, don't rely on anyone other than the team at Cash Honda Yamaha in Cache Valley. The professional mechanics and parts department team have the experience to help you with whatever you need. When you need to add a winch, get an extra belt or spark plugs, winterize, repair or replace tires, or have a rebuild, they can help. Whatever you need, gift ideas, parts, accessories, or a great mechanic, you'll find it all at Cash Honda Yamaha in between Logan and Smithfield on Highway 91.
Back for fourth quarter action, brought to you by Bear Lake Memorial Hospital. Count on us to care. Rebels just tied it up. They missed 2 of their last 3 free throws, but that's been enough to tie us up at 44 on the Wildlife on the Stacy's Repair scoreboard.
You're tuned in to Red Rebel Sports on KADQ Evanston.
Horton gives up top. They swing it around. Ramirez directing some traffic. Nolan takes a few dribbles with the left hand. Rebels in a man-to-man defense. Jones looking to give to Horton. Not there. Gives to Schultz. Fakes the shot. He drives. Jarman blocks the shot, but a foul. And Nick will pick up, I believe, his third, sending Braden Schultz to the line. Braden Schultz has not shot any free throws today. Jarman's second personal foul, and Schultz hits the first. Schultz, one of the leading scorers on the team last year, at about the same, 8.5, 9 points a game. Second free throw for Schultz. Also hits the back of the rim and drops through. 2-point lead for Grand, 46-44. Jordan Cook crosses the timeline. Rebels in the road blues, attacking left to right. Calder in the corner, goes up top. Intense defense. Rich swings it around. Cook looking to get it inside for Jarman. They can't get it there. Cook on the right wing, back to Calder. Swing it left side. On the wing, Smith, back to Cook again. Jarman working back and forth, trying to get positioned. Lob inside for Anderson. He'll back it out to the three-point arc. Dribbles left, gives to Smith. Rebels still swinging, looking it around to get it inside for Jarman, but he's battling with Schultz, and now Schultz gets a little too physical and picks up his second personal foul, sending Nick Jarman to the line for 2 Bear Lake Realty free throws. Double bonus. Both teams, well, the Rebels have 9 team fouls, but next one will put them in the double bonus. So Nick Jarman with 10 points, 10 boards, a few blocks short on the free throw. No surprise there, as understand he was feeling flu-like symptoms during the night and throwing up several times. He's been fatigued and drained of energy today. Second free throw to bring the Rebels within 1. Got it. Bear Lake Realty free throw. Rich trails by 1, 46-45 on the Stacy's Repair scoreboard. This fourth quarter is brought to you by Bear Lake Memorial Hospital. Count on us to care. We're all caught up on our ads, so let's take a look at the Bear Lake Realty fan cam. Our camera today is brought to you by Bear Lake Realty, operated by Drew Moldenauer. You sophomore, Drew? Junior? 7th, or what did you finish at state in cross country? 7th? 11th at state cross country. Running our camera today. The camera is brought to you by Bear Lake Realty. If you're looking for beachfront to a room with a view, secluded mountain retreat, maybe you have relatives looking for timeshare options, visit bearlakerealty.com or talk with Gary and Amber McKee at Bear Lake Realty, 435-946-8888. They're the best, 435-946-8888. That's Bear Lake Realty in Garden City. Well, this one has been an interesting one. The Rebels had a great first quarter, 19 points, scored just 2 points in the second quarter. Woke up a little in the third with a 9-point third quarter. They outscored Grand by just 1 in that third. Rebels have battled back. They took a narrow lead just for a brief moment. They were up 43-42. We've gone back and forth a little bit, but Grand, for the most part, has led since taking a 22-21 lead late in the second quarter. Grand has the 1-point lead with 1:17 left to go. 46-45. Both teams shooting free throws the rest of the way. Not much left in the rest of the way. 1:14 to go on a running clock in the Bear Lake Memorial Hospital fourth quarter. Anderson pressures. Williams gets the pass, bounces to Ramirez. Schultz, long skip pass to Jones. He's looking to get it somewhere, and he just tucks it, calls for a timeout. And that's number 2 option the Rebels were looking for. Number 1 would have been a forced turnover. Grand takes care of it, but has to use a 30-second, a full timeout, I believe is what they called. We'll take a quick timeout as well. Here in the fourth quarter, brought to you by Bear Lake Memorial Hospital.
They really appreciate every customer at Cash Honda Yamaha in Cache Valley. They understand that you have lots of options when it comes to purchasing outdoor recreation vehicles. That's why they work hard to earn your business by making sure they understand exactly what you want. They're friends with their customers. When you're happy, they're happy. If you haven't been to their store, they invite you to come visit. And if you've already one of their friends, stop in again soon and check out all of this season's gear. Cash Honda Yamaha, in between Logan and Smithfield on US 91.
There's real power in enthusiasm. It spells the difference between mediocrity and having real, successful accomplishment. The mayor and town council from the town of Laketown recognize the enthusiasm of the parents, teachers, fans, and students of Rich High School. Whether it's your education, athletics, academics, or even your daily chores, enthusiasm can make all the difference.
Well, Grand County inbounded. They got a pass down inside. A shot was blocked by Jarman. Rebels had the rebound going the other way, and Smith called for an offensive foul. Boy, I'm not on the same page with these officials on what an offensive foul is. I need to review my rule book. Schultz gets away with a travel, shuffled his feet, hop instead. They skip it back up top. Grand just wants to take all the time they can. They're up by 1 with 40 seconds to go. Schultz, hop instead, goes to the floor, picks it back up, passes up top to Williams. Rebels pressure. Ramirez dribbles to his right, back to his left. Williams, they swing it around, and Calder fouls Jones as he delivers a pass. Hoppenstead got away with a travel down in the corner. He lost his footing, put the ball on the floor to stop his progress. That is a travel by definition. But he gets away with it, and that'll send Josh Jones to the free throw line. Cameron Calder picked up his second personal. Jones hits the first, nothing but net. Some interesting calls in this one for certain. A couple of offensive foul calls against the Rebels that you just question mark, what in the world is that call? Both free throws good for Jones. It's 48-45. Rebels with 25.6 seconds to go in the Bear Lake Memorial Hospital fourth. Cook up across the timeline. Williams defending with arms clutched behind his back. Rebels give to Anderson. Timeout with 17.6 to go. Rebels will be looking for most likely a pro physical therapy three-point shot. Would be brought to you by physical therapist Dr. Dallas Clark. Our adjustment of the game is brought to you by the Randolph Country Store. At this point, boy, I hate to give it to the Grand County Red Devils. I don't think I'd do that, but the Randolph Country Store adjustment of the game, their adjustment from the first quarter, what they did defensively, to shutting down the Rebels offensively the rest of the way has been astounding. Rich with 19 points in the first, just 2 points in the second. Rich down by 3, needs a big basket here. The game up next is Providence Hall versus Waterford. Waterford lost yesterday to Tabiona, 54-35. Rebels beat Providence Hall 55-37 yesterday. 17.6 seconds to go. Coach Brown drawing up the play. Got a number of guys who can hit it from downtown. Looks like Jarman Smith, Cook, Anderson, and Calder. Now 3, maybe 4 of those guys are real legitimate threats, and not to take anything away from Jarman, because he can shoot from outside as well. That's not his focus, but he's a very accurate shooter from downtown as well. So Rich really with 5 shooters from outside. You'd also accept a and 1 if they could get it down inside to Jarman. Into Cook. Jordan dribbles to his right, gets past the D, hesitates. He's got Anderson in the corner, but gives it to Smith instead at the top with 8, 7. Cook dribbles to his left. Ball knocked away. They call him for a double dribble. He says, no, it was knocked away. I could even see that from here. Now the Rebels will have to foul or get a quick takeaway. Boy, Grand can get away with a travel, but the Rebels can't get a little bit of a break on a ball deflected out of Cook's hands to the floor. Quick foul on Schultz, and he will shoot 2 free throws. He hits one of these, the game's over. It's already a 3-point lead for the Grand Red Devils. Rebels beat Grand 2 years ago by 22, beat them last year by 9. But Grand is, the whole basketball culture is getting better, according to Coach Scott Horton. Schultz hits the first. He's got 2, 4, 6, 7 points in the ball game. Averages about 8.5. And he'll shoot one more. A 4-point lead, 4.1 seconds to go. This one most likely out of reach. That one rolls around and drops through. Cook into Anderson. Jared across the timeline. He'll pull up, shoot the long 3 at the buzzer. It's short, and Grand earns the victory. 50-45 on the Stacy's Repair scoreboard. Rebels dip to 1-1 on the young season, with next week's games at Bear Lake and then at the 1A preview against Valley and Paiute. We'll tell you more about it on the post-game show. Stay tuned. We'll be right back after this with Jimmy John's Freaky Fast recap on the Wildlife and MyLocalRadio.com. This fourth quarter has been brought to you by Bear Lake Memorial Hospital. Count on us to care.
One of the greatest things about living in Randolph, Utah is the friendly folks that live and operate business there. This is especially true at J-Bar Auto on Main Street in Randolph. Serving customers for years, J-Bar Auto provides high-quality service at a fair price, including vehicles large and small, tractors, and other types of equipment. J-Bar Auto also sells quality tires.
We appreciate all of our customers. Call us anytime. We're happy to help.
J-Bar Auto, 90 Main Street in Randolph, Utah. Stop in today.
Bear Lake's best information spot is Pugstone Sporting Goods, located at the 4-way stop in Garden City. Find out where the fish are biting, where the best scenic trails are, winter or summer, plus all the other information you need to have the best time ever at Bear Lake. You'll also find hunting and fishing supplies, boat equipment, life vests, clothing, beach toys, sunscreen, souvenirs, and more. Pugstone Sporting Goods at the 4-way stop in Garden City, Utah. At beautiful Bear Lake. Stop in today.
Welcome to the Saby Trucking Post-Game Show, brought to you by Scott and Diana Saby. Wishing the Rebels good luck. Tough loss here this afternoon against 3A Grand County. Let's tell you about it on the Jimmy John's Freaky Fast Recap. That's Jimmy John's, the Freaky Fast Recap at 113 Front Street in Evanston, where fresh and fast meat. Rebels, after a dominant win over Providence Hall on Friday night, faced the 3A Grand County Red Devils, and Rich jumped out to a nice first quarter. They had an 8-2 lead and led 19-11 at the end of one. But then Grand County turned a corner. They intensified their defense, held Rich to just 2 points in the second quarter, and the Rebels trailed by 4 at the half. Rich battled back, got it to within 3 at the end of 3, and heading into the fourth quarter, Rebels got back in it. They had taken a lead 43-42, but the offense went stagnant from that point on. Grand earns the win 50-45. Rebels had 2 players in double-figure scoring, Aaron Smith with 12, Nick Jarman with 11. Grand was led by Mason Ward's 14 points in the 50-45 win. That's your Jimmy John's Freaky Fast recap at 113 Front Street in Evanston. Jimmy John's gourmet sandwiches, fresh and fast every day. You're tuned in to the Sabey Trucking post-game show. After a quick break, we'll have the Randolph Country Store adjustment of the game. Rolene Kennedy at Auto Farm Castle Rock Chevrolet shot and play of the game after this on the Wildlife and MyLocalRadio.com.
When you need to hire a semi, Sabey Trucking in Woodruff, Utah is the place to call. Scott and Diana Sabey have been serving customers across the nation since 2007. It's important to know that your loads are being handled professionally by honest, reliable drivers. The team at Sabey Trucking reminds you, safety first. Don't text and drive. For all your long haul and short haul needs, get it there safely and on time. Call today, Sabey Trucking, 435-503-0454.
Whether it's for your home, your ranch, your equipment, or your business, when you need propane, count on the best. T7 Propane in Woodruff. The professionals at T7 Propane place their focus on safety, quality product, and excellent prompt service, so you can rest easy and enjoy the affordability and efficiency of propane. Serving residential and business customers every day, T7 would love to serve you as well. For all your propane needs, call T7 Propane in Woodruff, 435-793-4208.
Welcome back to the Sabey Trucking post-game show. We've got the Rolene Kennedy at Auto Farm Castle Rock Chevrolet shot and play of the game right now as the Rebels lost a close one 50-45 against the 3A Grand County Red Devils. And boy, after last night's game, the encouragement, the excitement level was high. Come back to earth a little bit in this one. Not to take anything away from Grand, but the Rebels struggled offensively this afternoon at Duchesne. The play of the game brought to you by Rolene Kennedy. Was early in the third quarter. Rebels were stagnant offensively. They hadn't scored but 2 points in the second half and about 3 minutes through the third quarter. Just, again, the 2 points in that 11-minute span. They called a timeout, came out of it, ran a great play. Calder was up top, found a cutting Smith underneath, Aaron with the basket, and that was just a real nice execution of the offense. Made it 30-23 at the time. Rolene Kennedy at Auto Farm Castle Rock Chevrolet shot of the game. Kinnan Clark's 2 free throws. Rebels were down 42-41 midway through the fourth. Clark knocked them both down. That put the Rebels on top 43-42. It was a short-lived lead, but it was a lead midway through the fourth. And Rebels, again, went on to lose. But, boy, a couple of nice free throws by Kinnan Clark, who finished with 4 points. And I have 10 rebounds. That's unofficial stats, but Clark had a nice game today. Randolph Country Store adjustment of the game came in the third quarter. The Rebels offensively just went absolutely stagnant. 2 points in the second. They worked things out, though. After that timeout that I mentioned just a moment ago, Rich came together. They started executing better, found some open looks, got some things working inside, got back to the free throw line and went from 2 points in the second to 9 points in the third quarter. A nice offensive adjustment for the Rebels. The Randolph Country Store adjustment of the game. We may be small, but we've got it all. Town of Laketown Rebel Sports Update coming up. When we return, we'll talk with Fallon Johnson of the Rich Rodeo Club after this on the Wildlife and MyLocalRadio.com.
There's real power in enthusiasm. It spells the difference between mediocrity and having real, successful accomplishments. The mayor and town council from the town of Laketown recognize the enthusiasm of the parents, teachers, fans, and students of Rich High School. Whether it's your education, athletics, academics, or even your daily chores, enthusiasm can make all the difference. Founded in 1997, the Mountain Valley Cattle Company in Thatcher, Idaho serves Utah, Idaho, and Wyoming and is proud to sponsor the students and staff at Rich High School. The Mountain Valley Cattle Company is established on the foundation of hard work, commitment, and perseverance, knowing that every individual on the team must give their best for the team to succeed. the same principles that students and athletes at Rich High School are learning today that will help them lead tomorrow. The Mound Valley Cattle Company, 208-339-0614. Ryan Steineckert with Junior Fallon Johnson, member of the Rich Rodeo Club. Fallon, thanks for your time today.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Fall season just wrapped up, right? The Dixie Six finished last weekend. How did things go? Did you go to those rodeos?
Yeah, I went to all 3 weekends of the Dixie Six, and they went pretty good. They weren't too bad. I'm qualified for state in all my events, so that's good.
Did you add any points at the Dixie Six rodeos?
Yeah, so I can't remember what weekend it was. I placed 7th in the team roping, so that was good.
Did other members of the Rich Rodeo Club go, and do you know how they did?
Taylor Cornea went to one of them one weekend, but I'm not sure how she ended up doing.
So the fall season wrapped up. You said you've qualified. Tell me again the event that you've qualified in and who else has qualified.
So I qualified in the team roping and the breakaway. And Taylor Cornea, I think she's qualified in breakaway, goat tying, and maybe poles. I think she has in poles too.
So now with the fall season ending, spring season starts again like in beginning of April?
Not till the 1st of March.
So what do you do between now and then?
Well, I play basketball, but I try to still ride my horses and stay practiced up so that I don't lose what I've already practiced and stuff, yeah.
Is there an element of keeping your skills sharp and for the horse as well?
Yeah, I just got to keep the horses exercised so they don't get out of shape, and then keep myself keep roping and stuff so that I can just keep improving.
Is that difficult with the weather turning and with the cold winters the way they are?
Yeah, pretty difficult.
Fallon, basketball season underway. How are things going so far for you?
Pretty good. Practice has been good, and first game's this weekend, so that's exciting.
Do you know what the first rodeo is in the spring?
It'll probably be in Ogden, usually what they do.
Spikers?
Yeah.
Anything else we should touch on about the Rich Rodeo Club?
I think that's good.
Fallon Johnson, junior at Rich High School, member of the Rich Rodeo Club. Congratulations on a good fall season. Good luck getting ready for spring. Good luck in basketball. Thanks for your time.
Yeah, thank you.
Thanks, Fallon. That's the Rebel Sports Update brought to you by the town of Laketown. Good luck, Rebels, from Mayor Sim Weston, council members Dallas Clark, Chris Hodges, Gary Ogilvie, and Delora White. We'll be right back with a look ahead on the laziest ranching. Look down the road here on the Saby Trucking Postgame Show. After this on the Wildlife and MyLocalRadio.com.
When it comes to hard things in life, don't say, why me? Just say, try me. Remember, it's the tough things that make us the strongest. The cattle ranchers at Laziest Ranching are proud supporters of the youth in our community. Sim, Joe Jean, Carol, and Millie Weston, along with Sim Jr. and Maggie, remind everyone to eat more beef and cheer on the Rich Rebels. That's right. Eat more beef and cheer on the Rich Rebels.
Woodruff, Utah has a long pioneer history with a post office that has been in operation since 1872. Woodruff was named after Wilford Woodruff, the 4th president of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, and is home to the Woodruff Steakhouse, a former Latter-day Saint office building that is listed on the National Register of Historic Places. Our rich pioneer heritage is reflected in all our students by their hard work and commitment to excellence in the classroom and in their sports.
Back on the Saby Trucking Post-Game Show. Look ahead, brought to you by Laziest Ranching, encouraging you to eat more beef and cheer on the Rebels. Rebel JV team in action right now against the Grand County Red Devils. The JV, the freshman team in action at 3:30. JV is at 5 o'clock. Also today, the Rebel girls basketball team varsity is at Westside. That's scheduled to start at 4 o'clock. Looking ahead to next week, our next Rebel broadcast will be Rich at Bear Lake. The boys, freshmen at 4:30, JV at 6. Our varsity pregame starts at 7. Also next Thursday, Rich Middle School Royal Wrestlers are taking on Kemmer and Lyman in a duel. As, Providence Hall with a quick basket. Providence Hall with a quick basket to start their game against Waterford. Jacob Johnson gets the nod on the start in this game, and he makes the basket and a free throw coming. This look ahead at Rich County Sports and Activities is brought to you by Laziest Ranching, encouraging you to eat more beef and cheer on the Rebels. That wraps up our Rebel post-game show presented by Saby Trucking, Scott and Diana Saby. And they wish the Rebels good luck. Once again, our final score on today's Stacy's Repair scoreboard. Rebels dipped to 1-1 with a 50-45 loss against the Grand County Red Devils. Until next Thursday when Rich plays at Bear Lake, I'm Ryan Steineckert for my producer back in the studio. Kate Bullender for my cameraman today, Drew Moldenauer. I'm Ryan Steineckert, and we'll talk with you again soon.
You've been tuned in to Rich High School basketball on Rebel Radio, KADQ FM 98.3, with live video online at mylocalradio.com. Today's broadcast has been brought to you by these Rebel supporting businesses and individuals: Auto Farm Castle Rock Chevrolet, Cash Honda Yamaha in Logan, by West Star Printing and Rocky Mountain Sign of Evanston, the Wind River Hotel and Casino of Riverton, Wyoming, and by mylocalradio.com. The proceeding has been a wholly owned production of Old West Media, no portion of which may be used or rebroadcast without the express written consent of the aforementioned rights holder.
Our executive producer is Val Cook. We thank our office manager, Kayleen Anderson, and our sales manager, Julie Burley, along with KNYN Sports Director, Jay Kibbard, and production assistants, Kate Bullender and A.J. Lamb. Big thanks to all of our sponsors and to you for tuning in. We invite you to visit mylocalradio.com for archived games and past interviews with Rebel players and coaches. Thank you for joining us on this presentation of Rich Rebel Basketball on KADQ FM 98.3 and online at mylocalradio.com. Until the next time Rich High takes the court, go Rebels!